What is going on, everyone? Everyone there, welcome to another HFD podcast. Big man, how you doing?
How are you, man? It's been a
I
while.
feel like I haven't seen you in like 2 months.
I reckon the last time I was here was at least 3 weeks ago. When was the last? I can't even remember the last one I did.
Well, do you know what? On that, in saying that, before I say hello to everyone and say anything, not last week because we had a week off because obviously of work and that. The week before,
Yeah,
me and John did a podcast.
yeah,
And it only clicked to me last night
yeah.
when I was scheduling this one that it was a milestone podcast, and I didn't even say anything. I did not even say anything on the podcast.
It was episode 50.
Yeah, and I didn't even say anything.
No, not even once.
I don't think I mentioned it. I did just flew over my head.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
what
would
I'm
have
saying.
been 3 weeks ago. I was
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So we had a milestone, and we didn't even.
I think because John was here, we just don't do milestones with John. Sorry, John.
Poor John. John, you didn't remind me.
Yeah, you had the opportunity to do a milestone. You guys didn't, so it's not my fault.
You know what? It didn't. It just like brushed out. I completely forgot. Like I
Did
today.
you just remember just then?
No, last night when I was scheduling it, I went 51. I was like, fuck. I was like, last episode I did not even say anything. I was like, fuck's sake.
Well, there you go, guys. We had episode 50 of the podcast.
2 weeks ago, which was a milestone.
It was a milestone, and congratulations.
It was a good episode too, talking about scammers.
It was
It was a good episode.
It was.
It was
So
good.
I was in the chat, just trying to roll you guys up.
That's
But
right. Well, Dam came in early and he says wild, and then he says I'm at mass till 9:30, so you better still be live because I've got a huge conspiracy for the big man. He reckons.
I'm looking forward to that
Oh my
because I
god!
do love Dan.
And then Genwell says hello, hello, and he goes, no, you didn't. You didn't say anything. He's saying. And does everyone like that? Me and Chris are in Cyprus.
Well, we thought it's a hot day today, so we thought we'd come to the beach.
Look at that. What beach is that in Cyprus, Baba? Now look on the big screen. What beach is that? We just found Cyprus and we're here.
Well, we thought we'd go to the beach.
Buffos, he reckons.
Aphrodite Beach.
Aphrodite Beach, Buffos. There you go, guys.
I mean, I'm just getting my feet wet, guys. So
They reckon
Yeah.
that's where Aphrodite was born.
yeah, look, guys, if I took my my shirt off, the girls would go crazy. So we'll leave it on for now.
Genwell says,
All right.
where was there a special mention for 1.5 subs as well? There wasn't, because we pretty much hit 1.5k subs after hitting 1k subs. That's why there was no mention.
Yeah,
We hit 1.5 like
there'll be 2K one.
there'll be a 2k one, but we hit 1.5 like
Yeah.
straight after 1k. That's why there was no mention of it. So
Yep. So no, we're on the way, man. On the way. But I did.
Kerry Toby says Yasu.
Kerry Toby.
Kerry Toby.
Kerry Toby.
Kerry Toby says Yasu. I don't know who Kerry Toby is, but listen, if you're new to the channel, like
Kerry
we
with a
always
Y
say,
as well. Jeez.
please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do you know that's how my name got written in school from the teachers?
I know.
Kerry with a Y.
Why'd
Even
you
it's-
why'd you get I?
No, it wasn't my choice.
So what was it supposed to be?
Well, my name. But
Kiriako?
Kyriakos, yeah.
Yeah.
But they just said they couldn't pronounce it, and they're like, you're Kerry.
But now you KP.
Really, it should be like Kiri. Kiri is short for Kyriakos.
Do you like that we call you KP?
Yeah, I don't care. You know what? I've never been one for like, at soccer, like when you're at footy and soccer, there's always nicknames for like the guys.
Yeah.
I've never been one. I don't like the nicknames. I like call people by their.
Oh, the proper names.
Oh, that's just how I am.
Like if someone's called like Samuel, you call
Oh, Sammy.
you'd say like Samuel.
No, they're like, oh, Sammy. I just like calling him Sam. Like their name.
Or if someone's called Gaza, you call him Gary.
Oh, that's what I'm. But like Giuseppe. I don't like Pep. I like calling him his name.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. But people love calling me Kez or Keza, and I'm just like,
Keza.
whatever.
Keza.
I just roll with it.
Actually, I've heard that before.
Remember that when we were young? Everyone was calling me that in
Keza,
school.
yeah.
Kez.
Yeah.
You know who was the first person to ever call me KP? And he was the only one for ages.
Who?
He really invented that nickname.
Who?
James.
Harrington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In school, he used to call me KP.
He's a legend.
He was the only one.
But because he was Aussie.
He was Aussie,
He
yeah.
couldn't say Kiriako.
Well, I don't even think he would have known my name was Gideako, because only the Greek people would have known that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was.
So Keza you don't like? Is
They
there
don't-
anything else? Like, has anyone's ever called you something you don't like?
What, from my names?
Yeah.
Not really. They don't really bug
All right,
me.
you know what bugs me? When someone
Christoggy?
nah,
Oh.
when someone calls me Christopher.
Oh, but that's not your name.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
people still call me Christopher.
But you're Christos.
I'm a Christos.
Yeah.
But when someone calls me Christopher, it it
Mm.
makes my blood boil. So,
Yeah.
but I am a Christos Anesti. No, just a Christos.
Christos. So you don't like Christopher?
I don't really like it. No.
I'm trying to think. I actually don't really like Kez. No, I don't like it. Kez and Keza, but
Yeah, but who now calls you that? No one.
like if I'm at soccer, like listen, it's not a racist thing, but like Australian people like those nicknames, like Kez and Keza. But it doesn't bother me. I don't personally like them that much. But
Well, it's
I don't
probably
care.
easier. Like if you're like trying to get the ball off you,
yeah,
you pass it. You
Kez,
like you don't
Kez,
go.
they go Kez.
You know, Giriaku.
Yeah, exactly. Kez,
Kez,
Kez.
Kez.
That's it. you
Kez
know,
is
yeah.
just it's simple. I guess.
That's it. I told him to call me the governor, but
The governor.
I'll read a few chats. Genwell says, some advice if you can, guys. I'm going overseas by myself for the first time next week. I'm getting kind of nervous. I'll always try to check everything beforehand and should be checking the weather. Where are you going, Genwell? Let us know. Amanda puts the kisses there. Amanda's in the chat. How you going?
There you go.
My
Oh, look,
friend's Italian and she gets so annoyed when I call her Maria Clara when her name is Mary Claire. Yeah, because Claire, it's not Clara. Claire, she wants to be.
yeah. But anyway, going back to your trip.
Where are you going again?
Well, I wouldn't really worry. Just
No,
enjoy.
don't worry. Just enjoy it,
Just
man.
enjoy it, man. You start worrying when things go wrong.
Are you going back to where his family's from? Philippines, I believe. Are you going there? Is that where you're going, or are you going somewhere else? Let us know. But you don't get worried, man.
Yeah, if you
When you
start,
go overseas, just you go to have fun, man. Once you're having fun, you'll forget about
if you
it.
start to get worried, man, like
But are you nervous because you're scared of flying? Is that what it is, or are you
could be that.
just nervous about the trip?
Just
I
make
don't know.
sure you're careful, like you know,
that's it.
if holding your bag.
Did you end up getting the insurance like me and John told you last time? Back to Philippines is saying. Remember me and John said just get it, get the travel insurance.
And don't like just keep if you're drinking open drinks, make sure you're
Yeah,
holding it. Just common sense stuff, man. You'll be fine.
that's it.
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine, man. Do you speak the language fluent? If you do as well, you should be fine.
Yeah.
It's going back to his country. If he speaks Philippine,
Yeah.
what do they speak there? They speak.
They speak like.
Do they speak Cantonese or something, or do they speak?
Philippines?
Yeah, I don't know. What
Nah,
do
they
they speak?
speak
No.
Portuguese. Yeah, they speak Portuguese.
Genwell will tell us.
Genwell.
He'll let us know.
I'm
what
pretty
they
sure
speak.
it's Portuguese.
Where in Philippines?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Let us know the language.
It's either Portuguese or Spanish.
Yeah, one of those two.
Well,
Spanish or
whatever. If you
Portuguese.
speak the language as well, that's gonna.
But isn't Portuguese and Spanish very similar, eh?
Yes, but Brazil is the only South American country that speaks Portuguese. The rest speak Spanish, like Argentina.
Yeah.
But Brazil's the only one that speaks Portuguese.
Yeah, but it's very similar.
They can understand each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the future. Just be entirely content to be aware of what is. Basically, there is simply nothing to worry about because you yourself are the eternal energy of the universe, Kerry Boy says.
I love this Kerry guy. This is my kind of guy.
We
You
speak.
need me more.
Genwell's cracking up laughing. He says we speak English in Philippines.
Oh, what? No, they don't.
God,
Well, they
What
do
else?
speak English, but
is
like,
there another language
I'm
there?
pretty sure it's Portuguese.
He's just cracking
You might
up.
have to Google it.
Kerry Toby just put
Kerry Toby's wild.
out this,
I mean,
This-
I reckon like he could be your brother because they're both Kerrys.
Kerry just
Double
puts out
K.
this message out of nowhere. Thanks for that. That's good. Filipino. That's what I was saying, Amanda. They speak Filipino there, don't they?
Nah, but it's not Filipino.
I think it is.
There's no
Amanda-
such language as Filipino. There's no such language as that. It's like saying
I don't know. Well, it's like saying they speak Greek in
they
Greece.
speak Australian. You know what I mean? It's like saying
Yeah, no,
they speak
but
Australian.
no, but in Italy they speak Italian. In
Yeah,
Greece
well,
they
no,
speak.
it's Latin.
But in Greece they speak Greek.
Yeah, but Greek is a language.
Yeah, but so in France they speak French.
Yeah, that's a language too. But like,
I think they do speak Filipino, man. I think it is a language.
that's a language.
I think so.
They speak Filipino,
Yeah, see?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys.
but today Filipino as a language is no longer just every branded version of Tagalog.
Here, look. Yeah, look. I'll read what Genmore wrote. Yeah, Tagalog, but we're so influenced by the West and Americas that we basically speak English every single sentence. There you go. But they do have their own language, but they're so influenced by the Western world, they pretty much have just English.
Yeah.
There you go. Latin is different to Italian. I agree, Amanda, but Chris doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nah, but it still comes from the Latin.
It's based from it.
It's based from Latin,
It's based.
though.
The 1987 Constitution
Mm.
calls the national language of the Philippines is Filipino.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Latin is different to Italian, but Italian has a lot of... It comes from Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
But it is different, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. English. I type Filipino.
Yeah.
There you go. But it's spelled differently, isn't it? Spelled with an F?
No, with yeah.
The country is PH, but the language is F.
Yes.
Filipino, yeah.
I think so.
Christopher is on drugs, Amanda said.
Don't call me Christopher. It is Latin. It comes from the Latin.
You know, but it's still a language, Italian.
It is its own language, but it does come from it does.
A lot of
come from-
those languages would
Yeah,
have come from
it
Latin.
is Latin. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not like Spanish, but like there's a lot of very
Yeah.
similarities to Spanish. So
See, Amanda's the only one that can call you that and get away with it. That'd be like me if I said I hate something and
it's not me.
Jess could do it and I'd just be like, I couldn't get upset at her. I was like, yeah.
Amanda can speak fluent Polish.
But yeah.
That's hard, man. Yeah, hard. It's all shit and shit.
Yeah, but it's hard because you don't know it.
Nah, but it's hard.
They reckon one of the hardest language to actually learn is English.
Yeah, because there's so many different things that
Yeah.
mean different things. Like,
Whereas to us, it's not hard.
yeah, I know, but like, yeah, I guess so.
It's like when I can speak. It's like when I watch the Greek news. They speak so quick. It's like
hard to understand. Yeah, I know.
they're so quick. Like I have to sit there and concentrate to understand shit.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
really
Yeah,
concentrate.
you have to. Yeah, you do. I know.
Whereas he probably doesn't because it's that's his first language. That's what I'm saying. But for us, like I'm pretty good at Greek now. Like my brother George isn't that good. He understands it pretty good. Like he understands it very well.
Yeah, that's
But
what
it's
I mean.
about saying it back. He's not that good at it.
Sometimes I struggle with words, but I can have a conversation. Depends. Like sometimes, like shit. What do I say here? No, yeah.
Chris is good.
Chris is getting better.
Annie is gone completely fucking stupid.
They're both a bit hairs, but they're getting better.
Yeah, I speak to my grandparents in Greek. So,
Yeah.
that's the only way you keep. But when I was in Greece, man, I was there for 3 months. I could speak it so well.
You would have. You
and
have
then you
to.
just lose it again.
Well, when George and Chris came back from Cyprus, George couldn't speak English. When my dad brought them back
Oh, really?
when they were kids. George's only young. George's only kid. Chris was like 9.
Yeah.
None of them could speak
Yeah, and they couldn't. Chris got kept back. That's why he.
I was like that too. I couldn't speak English either. Because I went to Greece for like 6 months in 1987
Yeah,
before I went to school.
yeah.
When I came back, couldn't speak.
Yeah.
I couldn't speak because I was so used to. I was there for 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Polish is in the top 10 hardest languages, Amanda says.
Yeah, it would be.
What about German? Is German hard? Jess was real good at German when she went to Germany, but her mum's
know.
like my mother. Petra is good at. My mother-in-law's good at it.
Yeah.
Real good at German.
I know French is not that hard.
Comment allez-vous?
There you go.
That means how are you?
But I heard French is not that like.
My
That
favorite Greek word is malaka. I love it. Kerry Toby says.
Malacca's wild.
There you go. Is that,
Maybe we should make a Malacca talk.
I reckon that most people that learn Greek from the outside, that is their favorite Greek word.
It is, but like.
Now, do you know what? I reckon vlaka's better.
Vlaka?
Yeah, it's better.
Do you reckon that's worse than Malacca?
Well, vlaka just means you're an idiot,
Yeah.
whereas malaka translates to
Wanker.
you're a wanker.
Yeah,
Vlaka's like saying you're dumb.
but
pretty
like
much. You're an idiot.
in Greece, Malacca is like a slang where
it's like a-
they go, "Hey mate,"
Yeah.
It's like, yes,
Hey,
Malacca,
man, yeah, malaka.
yeah. But
Vlaka's a bit of a.
it's a way, if you say it in a different,
depends how you
tone.
say it.
Yeah, it depends how you say it.
Well, duvlo means brick.
Duvlo.
So when you call someone a duvlo, you're saying you're fuck thick as a brick.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
A duvlo. I like that.
My country used to speak Spanish. Old, but we don't anymore. We still have Spanish words we use in our language. Get saying about Philippines. Gen was saying.
Right.
So not Portuguese, Spanish saying.
Yeah. Is Genwell? Is he from here?
I don't know. I think he's, from what I can tell, maybe born in Philippines and moved here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to have you guys join us tonight. It's,
Favorite Greek word
yeah.
is malaka.
favorite?
What's your favorite Greek word?
Tsudeki.
Tsudeki.
Yeah.
It's not a word. It's a cake.
It's a word though. You can't dispute that. What's so funny?
It's the best. What about galombrama? Galombrama is the best.
Kalokithi?
Do you like galombrama?
What's that?
The cake? Galombrama? Good thing, man.
I've never had it before.
Oh, what?
Kaloprama?
Galombrama, it's called.
I haven't had
It's
it. I like kataifi.
what's the syrup made in galombrama? It's like, yeah, but then you put galombrama's wild.
I love kataifi.
You know which one I really like?
Semolina.
You know which one I really like? Mela macarona.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh.
killer.
That's those biscuits.
You don't like that one?
Mela macarona.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But I love gurabiedes too.
Gurambiedas are good.
Gurabiedes with a café.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Next level.
One day Jess tried gurabiedes, right? That my Thea made.
Yeah.
And Baba went and told my Thea that Jess liked these gurabiedes.
Yeah.
And the next time Baba went there, he came back with this plate for Jess. He's like, Thea made you a whole plate of gurabiedes.
Gurambiedas. Well, I love.
Like what I've heard for just who?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, it's just so... But you're expected to. You're Baba.
My favorite Greek
Born
sweet.
in Philippines, Genwell says.
My favorite Greek sweet is kataifi.
Which one, though? The gataifi rolled
cream.
or cream
Nah, the
gataifi?
cream.
I agree.
Kataifi.
Cream gataifi is... No, I don't like the rolled one.
I just don't. I just have the
It's
cream.
not as good. Cream gataifi is beautiful.
I love it. That and galoto purico. It's
I
very
reckon-
sweet.
I reckon it's overrated.
Galoto purico.
Yeah.
You're gonna get smashed with that.
Yeah, no, but I think the best one is the OG.
Should we tell them what galoto?
Do you know what the
purico
OG
means?
is of
What?
Greek sweets? And I think still it's the best.
Baklava.
Yeah.
Yeah, but baklava's too
No,
broad
but it depends who makes it, man.
because the
If
Turks
bakla-
make
no,
baklava.
no, it's not, mate. It's
We
ours.
make baklava.
It's not. It's our sweet. I don't care if they make it. They can make it. It's like other people make pizza and pasta, but it's you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
well, that's what I think. But
yeah, 100%. I agree.
if baklava's made good, baklava's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's a
Baklava,
good
yeah,
one,
yeah.
if it's a good made one. But
Yeah.
some people do make it crap.
They do.
Some of it's, yeah, but baklava's beautiful.
They do.
It was once illegal to speak my native language in my country. What's your country, Kerry Toby? Please tell us.
Carrot Toby's wild.
This sounds like, I don't know where that's going to be. Illegal to speak.
Quick guess where he's from.
Guess, have a guess.
I
Illegal to-
reckon a name like Kerry Toby, I reckon Zimbabwe.
Dude, I'm going to say with a law like that, it's like, with a law like that, it's got to be like, I don't know, Iraq or something. I don't know where.
So you gone Middle East, I've gone Africa.
I'm just going by the law. Like, you
Alright.
know, sometimes they have laws that are like,
Imagine he's from Greece.
cream gaddafi is the best, Amanda says.
Yeah,
Cream
it is.
gaddafi is nice, but you know what? Do you reckon cream gaddafi is, if you like vanilla slice, have cream gaddafi. If you're like a person that likes a vanilla slice,
Vanilla slice is not as
I'm
good.
just saying, no, it's not as good.
It's
but
still
if you're
not.
someone that likes that sort of sweet, you like cream gaddafi.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got that layer.
Yeah.
Ireland, Kerry Toby.
Ireland.
Ireland.
My Ireland.
My Ireland.
Remember from
Yeah.
the movie?
Where are you from? Is that?
Does he play Gaelic football?
I know Irish boys that play Gaelic football
Yeah.
that I played soccer with
You like Gaelic, don't you?
because I was good at it.
I didn't like it.
No, but it's just because it's so easy. Because you're allowed, if you get stuck, you can pick up the ball and run off with it.
Yeah.
Andrew McLeod was the best.
He
You know how
was.
good he was at it?
Just not big over here.
No, it's not.
No.
It's just, dude. Listen, you know how I say like footy comes easy to me?
Yeah.
Gaelic football comes even easier.
Yeah, because it's round.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
round
but
ball.
it's just because you can do it with your on the floor and then you can pick it up if you need to. Like it's just,
It's bigger.
it's
size.
big over there.
Yeah, it's huge, but it's a bigger ground. Yeah.
It is the best. How you Malakia is going today? Team Adelaide says
Team Adelaide, the biggest Malacca in Adelaide. No, I'm just joking.
on the team.
On the team. Yeah, we're going good, Team Adelaide. We have to catch up for a coffee one day.
My uncle is married to an Irish, Kerry Toby. and he went there. My uncle went to Ireland with his wife,
Yeah.
and obviously he's Greek Cypriot background, but like my uncle speaks really fast, right? He's like Krillin, you know, he just speaks quick.
Yeah, Krillin's fast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the grandma in Ireland, so his grandma-in-law, let's say, whatever you want to call it, Nick was talking to her, and she turned around with her Irish accent, and she goes, I can't understand a word that's coming out of your fucking mouth, right? And Nick looked at her,
Yeah.
and he goes, likewise, and he walked off because he didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. But she didn't know what he was talking about because he talks so quick, and he had no idea. He goes, dude, and he goes, because his wife has been here now for how long, but like for years. But he goes, we went back there, and he goes, she was back with her family for 10 minutes, and he goes, her accent came back, and he goes, I couldn't understand my wife.
Unreal.
He goes, she was there with her family for 10 minutes, and he goes, it came back. And he goes, I couldn't understand my own wife. He goes, it was killed me.
The Scottish are like that too.
Yeah, that's what they're like.
Yeah. Like if you went to Scotland, something you can't understand.
Oh,
way
yeah.
they- the way they
No. I met and played with an Irish guy last week as a fill-in for our futsal team. Unfortunately, total dick, just kept complaining. General says, nearly got himself sent off and made the game difficult for us. They get passionate, man. Haven't you ever seen Roy Keane? He was the most passionate Irish...
I just played footy with an Irish guy. He was passionate.
Oh, they do, bro.
And they go hard.
Oh, yeah.
They go hard. So Conor McGregor, he's Irish.
Irish.
We're going to talk about that too, the UFC.
UFC, indeed.
Because we're going to talk about it last week, but we weren't here last week, so...
Listen, he got robbed hard.
So the Volkanovski...
No, but wait, before you say anything, for Joe Rogan to come out, because Joe Rogan was backing Islam big time.
Yeah.
For him to come out and say he got robbed tells you everything. And then Chael Sonnen on his podcast is an ex-UFC fighter. He said it. He goes, how much of a disgrace is it? He goes, that they even robbed him on home court.
Well...
He goes, everyone knows. He goes, when the Olympics are in Australia, right?
Yeah.
He goes, you just know Australia are going to win more medals. When it's in America, he goes, you know America are going to win more medals. He goes, for them to rob him like that on home turf, he goes, is a disgrace.
They had a picture of all the fights that Islam's had.
Yeah, it's all
And
shit.
he goes,
one fight, he's had good.
So like, and then he's had 180 something strikes.
Yeah,
in the whole thing. 70 were from Volkanovski.
exactly.
That's crazy from one fight. And you could tell like he was all mangled up. All the other fights, there was nothing
but
wrong
see
with
their
it.
faces after the fight. Volkanovski looked like he'd had a coffee.
Yeah, he did.
Volkanovski looked like he was sitting here with that,
Yeah.
having a coffee, and Islam looked fucked, and he won.
I think if Islam knows as well, if they went an extra round,
Hear what he's saying now? Islam's going, I never promised him a rematch because he knows he'll lose.
he knows
He knows he's done. He knows Volk will kill him.
there has to be a rematch.
If
there
there's not,
has to be.
He'll cop it forever.
It has to be.
Do you know what? My brother's got the good theory. George had the best theory. You
Did
know
he
what
watch
said?
it?
Yeah, you know what he said? He goes, it was rigged. He goes, just so they can have a rematch in Las Vegas. And then when I told Adrian goes,
Oh, you went Adrian so bad.
yeah, he said the same. And then when I told Adrian that George said that, he goes, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's all
He
about
goes,
money.
They do shit like that. Adrian said rigged straight. He goes, it was rigged. He goes, Volk killed him.
Well, look, he had more takedowns,
Yeah, no,
but
but
when
he
he
had
was on
more-
the ground,
He had more hits.
Yeah,
he was
but-
laughing at him when he had him in the...
yeah,
He laughed at
he was
him.
laughing at
So
him.
how's that a good takedown?
No, I'm just saying, like that's what
Yeah, no,
that's what they're trying to defend him with. That he
Bullshit.
took him down 4 times and he took him down once. Dude, the
He's not a
strikes.
wrestler. He's a striker.
Look at his face.
I know.
Who won the match, man?
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on.
I know. It's terrible.
Nothing was wrong with Volk.
Nah, it's terrible. So, in talking about fighting, what's your prediction for this weekend?
Who's fighting? I don't know who's fighting.
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm going to go with Jake Paul. I've always doubted him, but I'm going to go with him. You watch, he will lose this time, but I think he's good. But
Listen, do you know what the
I know
thing
you
is?
told me telegraphs.
Oh, no. But do you know what the thing is? I don't think either of them are good. That's the funny part about it.
I think.
Tommy is only getting these fights because of who his brother is, not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's good.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
So, that's what makes it interesting because I don't think either of them are that good. But, mate, the world heavyweight champion's brother, if he goes and loses to a YouTuber,
He'll lose.
his career's over. Tyson said it. He goes, if my brother loses, he goes, his career's done. Because you're meant to be a boxer losing.
Ah,
to
it's a big money match, though, isn't it?
See, it could be rigged, man. Telling me he might not take a dive just for the money? Saudi Arabia?
You know what? Even if he does take a dive, I don't think Jake Paul knows, because he's not the kind of guy that would lie. The way he comes across.
I
very
reckon
competitive.
one of his fights at least has been rigged.
I'm not saying it hasn't, but I reckon he knew.
Maybe not, but I still
Yeah.
I reckon the huge knockout of Tyrone Woodley was rigged.
Didn't he fight him twice?
Yeah. And the first time he was punching him,
Yeah.
and Tyrone Woodley was looking at him like smiling, like, yeah. And then the next time he hits him and he's the biggest knockout in history, like, I reckon he let him hit him like that for a payday. That's
We'll
what
see
I
what
reckon.
happens.
The second one.
We'll see what happens. He's fit. He's fit.
Oh, listen, he's
He's fit. He's
listen,
good
he's
for what
doing
he
well.
is.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I reckon, like,
I think his brother's more
any
talented.
YouTube stars apart from me and KP, like, he would struggle with.
I think his
No,
brother.
like, he would be really good.
I think his
against, like,
brother's more talented than him,
in the ring.
just in general, because the wrestling he does is.
Oh, the wrestling is good. He's very good.
That's
at
what I
wrestling.
mean. I just think he's a
Natural.
talent like that.
He could become a WWE superstar. I mean, he is really.
He is a superstar. We fought Roman Reigns.
And he's fighting Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
What's with the big red boots, man?
Who's got that?
Rollins. And the
It's
fur
just a
coat and shit.
character.
Yeah, but I don't like this one he's doing at the moment.
Anyway, shout out to all the Aussie people, all the Aussie guys, the wrestlers that are fighting in WWE. My good mate Bronson Reed. And
He's back with WWE, isn't he?
He is. He's from Adelaide.
Yeah.
Champion. I've actually wrestled him once before. Legend guy. Hopefully one day when he's retired or whatever, because I know WWE won't let him come on the show.
We can get him.
But yeah. But you know what? I have been talking to
another one?
I've been talking to a wrestler that's massive in Adelaide.
Yeah.
His name is Johnny Radic.
Will he want to
And,
come on? Is he erratic?
He's the Croatian.
Is he very erratic?
He's very erratic. He's a bit small, but he thinks he's big.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, but he's been.
Is he a high flyer? Is that his?
No, he's like old school.
So
But
what,
very
like bit of a,
80s,
like a
80s,
like a
90s.
Benoit?
Yeah, but
I know
not
people
as
like
technical though.
Yeah, but like a Hulk Hogan, like old school.
But he's really good. Like
Yeah.
he knows he's very good at what he does. And he's retiring in June, so we're gonna get him in the show.
Is he going to come on?
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny
Yeah, I've been talking to
Erratic.
him. I've been talking to him. So
Well, there you go.
Johnny Erratic, we're coming
There
to
you
you, mate.
go. Well, Genwell says, I don't know much about the UFC, but I watched some of the match slash highlights from the woman UFC fighter Blanche Field. She looks good. Kerry Toby put a ghost face. I don't know if that's about the Irish comment from Genwell about the guy that he almost got sent off. I'm not sure. And Johnny G says hi all.
Hello, Johnny G.
Johnny G is in the house.
We're supposed to be in this house, but
He was. The Don
So
said,
Don-
"Who the fuck is Johnny G?" So.
we need the Don music.
so
We have to get it, man. I wish we had it. But yeah,
you're going Jake Paul.
I'm gonna go Jake Paul because
Are you going to put that money on our syndicate on Jake Paul this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna put everything $50. Just
You know,
let
I
it
reckon
ride.
you might win, eh? I've got a feeling he might win.
He will.
But then again, I'm not saying the other one can't win. Listen, he's a boxer. He should win. Really?
Who's the next fight that Jake Paul wants? Oh, he wanted to fight Tate, but Tate's in
He wants
jail.
to go to UFC after this
He'll get done in the
and
UFC
get killed.
because what's his name hates him.
And they won't take. But the thing is, his brother's partnered with him now.
Oh yeah,
His
I know.
brother's
With
energy
Prime.
drink is partnered with UFC.
Yeah, so it's a bit of
It's all kayfabe, man.
It is.
They make out like they all
Sure
hate
is.
each other,
Sure,
and
is
they
kayfabe.
do not hate each other.
I bet you a lot of people don't even know what kayfabe means.
Well, it's a wrestling term in it, but it
It sure
means
is.
like for the script, for the act.
Yeah,
it's
of
like,
course, yeah.
you know, like back in the day, you know, like when the wrestlers used to go on David Letterman and that, they wouldn't put Stone Cold and Triple H together on the seat because they had to keep their kayfabe feud.
Yeah, correct.
But now they just,
When I used to do wrestling, I used to do kayfabe.
yeah. But
when
now,
I was in the crowd.
But now now that people know about it so much, they, you know,
More now, it's not as much.
no way,
No.
because it was a big story. It was like soap
No.
opera back in the day.
Yeah, but WWE is doing really well actually.
Well,
The
I always-
storylines are really good. at the
I
moment.
always go by the thing that Bill Goldberg said. He said, yeah, it may be predetermined, but he goes, I still picked up Big Show over my head.
Yeah, 100%.
He goes, so who else can pick up a 500-pound man?
Nah.
Because he didn't just, he like body pressed him.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, what the fuck,
Oh, yeah.
bro? That's ridiculous. Like, there's not many.
There's not many people that can do that. No.
They showed a clip the other day. So Brock Lesnar was in the Elimination Chamber and he kicked the glass. Remember, like Goldberg did back in the day?
Yeah.
And they put the two things together and Brock was kicking. He kicked it 4 times. And then they showed Goldberg's from 02. with
Goldberg smashed it.
one kick. And Triple H was like,
You disconnected me, man.
oh, sorry, man.
Goldberg kick, man.
But remember when he kicked it, and remember Triple H, he was like,
Yeah.
he was like just stunned, you know. Didn't
Oh, that was
know.
cool. Yeah, they just had an Elimination Chamber now.
Yeah.
It's actually really the storylines in WWE. Like, if you're a wrestling fan out there, yeah, it's really interesting.
So
they got the Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, and now
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is in it.
yeah.
I guess they're
Is he
building
gonna
up
win it? Is he gonna win it?
Cody Rhodes.
Will he win the
Yeah, he'll win
undisputed?
it. He'll win it.
Someone has to.
He'll win it.
Yeah, but someone. What I don't get is this. Before we go into any other, this is the question I want to ask you.
He'll win it. It'll be like like this chapter, like that arc of story.
Yeah, no. But what I'm
end
saying
there.
is, this is the question I want to ask. When they have to separate the belts again,
I think that's what they want to
they
do.
can't fucking keep this undisputed thing.
Or just join them together
Yeah.
as one.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
keep
yeah,
them together.
Yeah. Something like that.
What do
Because
you reckon?
the 2 belts thing is stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they got to.
Either separate like they had
Yeah,
before.
yeah, or
I think what they should do
or
is
just make one.
Make one.
One belt.
That'll be the best. And then they can go from show to show.
Show to show.
And yeah.
They got to get rid of the 2 belts.
Yeah.
Well, together anyway, unified.
Yeah.
Either make it the way it was, or like you're
unify it,
saying.
yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
you're saying.
I'd rather unify it,
Yeah.
but if not, put it. Yeah.
Growing up, I loved boxing because of Pacquiao. He was a champion, Genwill. But I've always loved the other cards. I want not to get robbed of my money any day just for one match, Genwill saying. There you go. I want to not get robbed of my money any day just for one match. I just remember every time with the WWE, that match between Mark Henry and Big Show, I think, the ring collapsed. That's when he did the suplex.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
But that was set up to collapse.
Oh, of course.
But it was cool.
It was cool.
Now, you know which was the best one? When what's his name choke slammed JBL and he went through the ring in the steel cage match.
Oh.
But then he crawled out and what's his name thought, who was it? He thought he won the belt. But JBL, because he went through the ring, crawled out and he kept the belt. He kept the belt by getting plaqued. He was funny champion.
Yeah,
bro.
he
He was hilarious.
I reckon the best match I've ever seen, like, where you don't know what's going to happen, was Hell in a Cell 1998.
Mankind.
Yeah.
The pins.
Match was
The
like...
pins.
Huh?
The pins.
No,
It was the tic tac, the thumbtacks.
No, but he fell.
Yeah.
They threw him off the top of the cage.
But then remember the thumbtacks, he got
Yeah, then he came back.
choke slammed on him.
Then he went back up to the top of the ring.
Crazy.
Then he went through the cage. That wasn't even supposed to happen.
No.
And like that match there was like, if anyone watching it, if you don't respect
Oh,
wrestling,
that was crazy.
then I don't know what I can tell you.
Genwell says, do you guys remember Carlito? I'm going to tell you a thing about Carlito. He's George's favorite wrestler ever.
Why?
George just used to love the Apple thing.
I spit in the
I
fools.
spit in the face of
I
people
spit in
that
the
don't
face,
want
yeah.
to be cool. And then he's like,
Yeah, and he spits.
I'm cool. Carlito was cool.
Carlito.
Carlito Caribbean cool.
His brother was in WWE for a
Yeah,
while.
and his uncle was, what's his name? Was Guerrero. And Chavo. They're his uncles.
So yeah, it's definitely. I love my wrestling, but
Wrestling's cool.
yeah, I love that
I
joke.
can't wait to get Mr. Erratic. Johnny Erratic. Is that his name? He's retiring. How old is he?
John
E.
Radic.
Oh, John Erratic.
Yeah.
So
I wrestled him twice.
he's retiring. How old is he? Is it just because it's
He's
doing
like
his,
he's probably like 45.
is it just
46.
taking its toll on his body? Is that what it is? Or?
I'm not sure. This is what we have to ask him.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
And so because
Well,
he's
we'll be
retiring, is he going to let us do a live interview with him, or does he want to?
I've told him it's live.
Yeah.
But
We can do a
We'll see.
recorded one if he wants.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him.
That's wild.
But yeah,
John Erratic.
it's coming to you live,
There you
or
go.
maybe live.
There you
If
go.
not, we'll have it as a video.
All right. So last night, when we're thinking of a topic, the big man goes to me, listen, there's been all this shit about UFOs lately. Didn't you say apparently someone said they shot one down or some shit like that?
So, I don't know if it
but,
was
but you said it to me. Some guy reckons he shot one down. There's been all this talk about UFOs. I'll let you lead into the topic, man. Go. What's going on? It's been a hot topic lately. Is that right?
It has, and it's actually the media, the MSM, have actually reported it. The White House has come out and talked about it. Joe Biden's come out and talked about it. So,
What, the president of the United States has actually mentioned.
yes, they've had a conference about it.
Balloons in it.
What, he's mentioned UFOs?
Yes, and he said that they're extraterrestrials. Go back and watch it if you want to watch it.
No, I believe you. I'm just
100%.
saying.
It's not balloons. They're actually unidentified crafts, right?
Yeah.
So
So listen, so in saying that, this is what I always say: a UFO doesn't necessarily mean aliens.
No.
It's just an unidentified flying object, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking.
And they reckon that there was no engine. It was just like flying without nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
So before we keep going, to break it down, like I could throw a rock through the air and
Right.
people could see it and go, "That's a UFO," because they don't know what it is.
yeah, but this thing was like
I'm just giving an example.
Of course.
Yeah, so this thing was just moving,
It was like
and at
moving
first they
at
thought
high speeds.
they thought it was a balloon. Is that correct?
They thought because like 2 weeks beforehand there was a Chinese balloon
New
droid
Year.
came and
Yeah,
they
okay.
shot it down, but that was a Chinese thing.
So now
They
they've
thought-
actually
they thought
said
that was that.
they've said it's an unidentified flying object now.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
now, you know.
See, John says what I'm going to say. Always one in America.
Yeah, it's always it's always in
The
America.
aliens never come
So
to
they
Australia.
so the military shot one down over Alaska.
Yeah.
Right now they've gone and retrieved it. I don't know what's
They haven't
happened.
told us what it is.
Right? They reckon there was pictures
Where did they shoot it down?
in Alaska.
So if you're a flat earther, it's anywhere.
Yeah. Well, of course Alaska, because no one's fucking in Alaska. Right? Of course they shot it down there.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
And then and there was another one in Canada. Right?
Yeah.
And they'd been spotted all over the world.
Okay.
I think there was one spotted in Australia, but I don't know if it was the same kind. Right? It looks like a small car.
Could you imagine the Aussies? Like, you know, we're so carefree in Australia, right? Could you
They
imagine?
wouldn't even notice
No,
it.
could you imagine the Aussies seeing the UFO? They'd be looking at it and be like, "Oh yeah, that's all right." I just look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what we're like, you know. We're so like because they're saying about it with the UFC, like with Volkanovski and that. The rest of the world, they don't get the Australian laid backness,
Yeah.
and they think they're arrogant, but they're not. They're just laid back.
Yeah.
And that's how we are here. People don't get
Well,
that.
the Aussies, yeah.
No, but even us, like
We are more laid back.
the Australians in general, are laid back people.
Yeah.
You know, and you could imagine a UFO here in Australia just going, "Oh yeah, that's all right," and just not even reporting it. Like,
No, I reckon people would freak out.
maybe I don't know. But,
Depends on how.
yeah, of course.
But well, apparently they've been flying everywhere. They shot this one down. There was even footage of like this truck hauling a UFO in the back, and it's like,
Oh yeah, okay.
you look at all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong.
That's the first time you've ever turned around and said that.
I'm not saying, right? I'm not saying that there wasn't an unidentified object. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that I think it's the governments are doing it because you think about it, they're going to come out, right? They've been hiding it for so long, right?
Yeah, and just
all of a
now-
sudden, they're going to come out and tell
Yeah.
us. Come on, man. And then they're going to put it onto the back of a truck
Yeah, and just
and
haul it in front of
it without
everyone.
covering it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All
And then-
I'll read out all balloons. Aliens don't exist outside of the movies. I do it for you, says.
Who said
That's the
that?
username. I do it for you.
Well,
I'll do it for you. Thanks for
thanks,
that, man.
thanks for contributing.
Thank you for contributing.
make sure you
But so he says,
Subscribe.
he or she says, all balloons, aliens don't exist outside of the movies.
What does that mean?
Saying that maybe just UFOs and that are just in movies and that.
Well, I reckon this is what I'm.
So
what-
you reckon this thing is bullshit?
I think there's those objects are in the sky,
Probably.
100%, but it's them,
Yeah.
and it's just a fear. No, they try to scare you with in 2020 with the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Then they tried the injection. Now,
What pandemic?
exactly what pandemic?
Did we have a
Right?
pandemic?
Exactly, right?
There was a
And now they're going to try and scare you with the alien invasion. It's been around for a long time.
Genwell says it's all ScoMo's fault.
Yeah, probably. But like, and like, all I'm saying is, they're gonna try and tell you there's an alien invasion.
Oh, of course.
And all this shit's gonna happen in the sky. Just don't. For me, I'm not gonna believe it. I know that it's just a fear tactic.
This is the first time. Wait. I don't know if Johnny G's there. That Chris is like not on the fence, believing everything. Am I correct? Or like usually you'll be like, oh, it was an alien.
No. Oh, look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've said it on here. I do believe there's aliens.
I believe in
I
aliens.
reckon they're here already, man.
No,
all right. I reckon they're here.
I believe in aliens because
Okay.
I was watching that. You know that scientist. I was telling my dad about it. That black guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
He's champion, right, man? Best scientist bloke, right? And he was saying about aliens. Like they asked him, "Do you believe that there's aliens?" And he's like, "Well," he goes, "There has to be."
Yeah.
And he like explained it like scientifically. He's like, there has to be life. Like there's no.
Well, they're not going to let us just shoot them down.
No, but he goes, even if they're not here, he goes, there's 100% life like out there. Like
yeah, I reckon there
we
is.
just might not even have got to it.
I reckon there's been other probably races on this earth before us.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I think there's a lot of things we don't know, but I don't think the government. I don't believe anything MSM says.
Yeah.
So anything that the news says on the TV,
Yeah.
99% I don't believe. Right?
Yeah,
I know they lie all
Yeah.
the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's just to me, it's just a fear tactic, and they've got the technology. They can hologram whatever they want now. They've got this technology, and they're using it to instill fear into people to believe there's an alien invasion coming. So
Oh, definitely.
I'll just let you guys know now. Just be prepared. They're gonna start telling you there's aliens, and they're coming for us, and lock your doors.
What I don't get is
blah.
like what I don't get is like before they like you're saying they always wanted to hide it, and what now they just want
Exactly, man.
now
That's
they just
why
wanna
it's
advertise
ridiculous.
everyone. I don't.
That's why, like, if you are if you can think straight and see what's happening, then you understand that it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
The president does not come out and go, "Oh, we found a UFO from an alien race." Like, you just don't, that doesn't happen, then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the way it just happens. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Like, you think we're that stupid? So that's how I see it. But if you want to believe in it, go for it.
I'll read another one from I Do It For You. Says, LOL, I remember 40 years ago, only nutters believed in aliens. Nowadays, you get called a nutter for not believing in them. We are the
I'm a nutter now.
Where are the green men that changed everyone's mind? He says.
I'm not saying there's no aliens. I'm just saying that.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying you were considered crazy for believing in them back then.
Yeah.
But now, if you don't believe in them, you're considered crazy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like times have just changed.
Well, with me, I still believe in aliens.
Johnny G says, I'm ready for them. I reckon they'll associate themselves to Johnny G when they come.
I reckon Johnny
They'll be looking at him, they'll go,
haven't we said that Johnny G's a reptilian?
yeah, that's what I mean. They'll look at him and they'll be like, he looks like one of us. They'll let you know. You know, like George Costanza says, he's like, when the aliens come, he goes, who do you think they're going to associate themselves to? The bold people.
Oh, people, that's right.
He reckons he's ready for them.
I just don't believe it. Like, I don't know. I want to put out the chat. Do you guys believe it in the chat that it's all real?
I like that comment from I Do It For You, how he says, like how times have changed. You were a psycho back in the day for believing in certain things. And now you're like considered a psycho if you don't believe in these things.
Mate,
like,
you can identify now as a blueberry.
Yeah.
If you did that in the 80s, you'd be bashed.
Reborn has
what I mean?
joined the chat and he says, on the beach today, lads. Nice. Reborn. This is actually
We're in Cyprus.
in Buffos, in Cyprus.
We actually went to Cyprus today.
This is Aphrodite Beach. We've been told by the Don. So there you go.
Yeah, just sitting on the beach,
Sitting on the beach in
We're about to go
Cyprus.
for a swim.
Just enjoying it.
But put the bathers on.
It's amazing that the tide never changes.
I know.
It's stayed.
It's an alien conspiracy. That's what it is.
It is. But how you going, Reborn? It's great. We love when Reborn comes in.
You know what would be really cool if an alien, like a UFO, just starts to come behind us?
Yeah. I can't give a damn. I'm just trying to think what I'll do next week to win a futsal match. You could pay me to come play for one game.
Then you'd win for sure.
100%. Where is it? Do I have to fly on a plane to get there?
You have to, man.
Oh, man. It's miles away. Miles away.
But, yeah, no, what do you think about it? Do you think it's real?
I reckon they've definitely set it up.
Oh, 100%.
Well, like this is the way I'm saying. If it's true that all these years they've been hiding all these...
Area 51.
Like I'm saying, I don't know if it is true. Like all that crap. And then all of a sudden they're just going to go, oh, well, here.
And we shut it down easily.
Yeah, we shut it down.
Easily.
Yeah, like,
Come on, man.
Please.
And then they cut it on a truck.
It's just funny to hear that the president actually mentioning
Yeah,
UFOs.
it was on. I saw it.
But is that because he's senile or because they've set it up? He is a bit senile.
He is. Nah, well, there was a press conference.
Well, the thing about his speeches, the president doesn't do a speech that isn't written for him. So
yeah.
someone's written that
Well,
and looked over that and said, "Oh, Mr. President, go say this," and he said, "Yeah, okay."
I don't know if the Australian media has had any say on it yet, but it's been all over the news, like social media for sure.
Oh, 100%.
And like everything.
Andreas says, agreed, he's senile. Was watching the highlights from last night. We were done. 2 lucky goals from them, though. To be fair, aliens did it, Reborn says about the Liverpool match.
I think Liverpool are aliens.
Benzema might be a bit of an alien, or Modric, like just still running around. Like, but yeah, listen, I just think Liverpool in a
bit of a hole.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I think they were trying to go through a sale. Now that their owner has come out and said, "I don't want to sell, we want investment," that's bad news because that means they're not going to have money to spend. So they're just in a bad way. Like their squad is aging, and they're not investing in it. And I think any Liverpool fan that wants Klopp sacked, I would say to you, mate, the grass is not always greener. Because I don't know a manager in the world. Listen, I'm no Liverpool fan, but I don't think there's any manager in the world that does the job Klopp did.
No.
Or not many.
Anyway, I don't know too much about Liverpool.
But yeah, I'm just that's for Reeves there.
Yeah, Reeves.
No, but like what he did with what he had at his disposal, like Pep couldn't do that. No way.
Anyway, you were happy about it.
Very happy. I was celebrating.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
100%. That's what matters. It was good. Maybe it was aliens, Reborn. I don't know.
It could have been.
Could have been.
So you reckon it's all planned?
100% planned.
Yeah.
Where the government just going to come out and it's in every country out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
I bet you it's all the UN countries.
Where?
All the UN.
Well, all of a sudden they just found us now.
Like,
come on, man.
Give me a break.
Give me a break. So, I want to know what everyone else thinks in the chat about it. Have you guys heard about it? Have you guys seen it in the news about these UFOs being,
Well, listen, I don't know. It's all Jess reckons it's probably all over TikTok and shit. Is that?
There are videos on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
but
the same
for it
logic.
to be in the actual media is a bit crazy.
It's in the media.
I know,
man.
it's crazy.
It's not just on TikTok.
I know, it's just crazy.
It's the president of the United States.
Yeah, I know, that's trippy, man.
You know?
What does Elon say?
Elon's always said there's,
Imagine, I'll bet you this is what he'd say. Elon will go, well, what I'm going to tell you is that they probably have an artificial intelligence that is much more advanced than ours, so they could take us over and anally probe anyone they like.
Yeah.
He talks
100%.
And the way he says it, it's like, scares the shit out of you. It's like,
yeah.
He's planning to kill everyone.
I know.
Don't you reckon it's like when he talks, it's like you think he's got this little red button there that's like, it's just got a picture of a bomb that says explode everyone.
It's hard to know if he's the good guy or not.
I don't know.
I don't know. We've had talked about it before.
He's an alien.
He could be.
Maybe the UFO was one of his Teslas flying through the air.
Well, apparently it was a bit like a small car.
So is that what they said? What shape was it? Was it round or was it?
Yeah, like a round figure, like a round.
Okay.
They thought it was a balloon, but it wasn't.
Doug, the security guard, is an alien. Johnny G says.
100% he is.
Yeah. Genwell's just getting into Reborn about Liverpool, so I'm not. It is what it is. Liverpool are very bad right now. Klopp, though, doesn't look very good. I think he's sick, Andreas says. Yeah, he doesn't look the healthiest. Nah, KP, I'm not stopping with these Liverpool fans, Genwell says. And then Kerry Toby says, I think the surest sign that there is intelligent life out there in the universe is that none of it has tried to contact us. Do you know what that Nigel deGrasse Tyson said? He goes, you know what one of the signs could be? He goes, that the life came here and they looked at Earth and said there's probably no intelligent life here. And they left.
Well, we don't know. I mean, you're just going by what NASA and all that say.
No, that's his opinion. He's saying...
So, we don't know if they've contacted us.
Yeah, we don't. That's right.
So, they could have, but...
I
just don't think that it's...
I definitely agree there's aliens out there. I'm not denying that. I've always said that's my belief.
Yeah,
but I don't believe this is aliens.
No.
This is definitely unidentified flying objects to
And,
the common man, but not to them.
And it's funny, all this stuff in the world's happening, and it's just to distract you from
all this other
all like the Epstein
Yeah, of
case
course.
that's come out again, right?
Has it? Okay.
Yeah. So that was all coming out last week,
Yeah.
right? There's a few other things like
The earthquakes.
and all that. So everyone's now just looking at these aliens.
I know,
Oh
isn't it
shit!
funny?
And they're shitting themselves.
Isn't it funny? There's an earthquake in Turkey/Syria that kills 50,000 people, and the world's talking about an unidentified flying object.
Exactly.
Like seriously.
Yeah. Well, seriously, when that earthquake happened, you heard about it for like what 3-4 days and gone. You don't hear about it again. Have you heard about it again? No. All you hear about is
See, Reeb says, wasn't there a UFO crash recently?
Yes.
And that's what we're saying. Well, apparently there was a UFO crash.
Well, yeah.
They reckon there was, and then they reckon they were just hauling it in a F-150 down the road.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
that's what they were doing.
Yeah, please. Calm down. Like that. And
Not covered.
Yeah, I'm going to believe what? They didn't even put a tarp on it?
I don't know.
I'm going to believe that? Come on.
I saw the
man.
footage. I was like, what?
It's terrible. I'll tell you what, completely off subject, that video that Reborn put in our Discord was wild.
I didn't watch it.
It was the flat earth thing.
I didn't watch it.
It just made me believe more in round earth.
Oh,
That guy that was arguing for flat earth.
Was he a flat earther?
Yeah, but he was a fool like their spokesperson.
Ah.
And the things he was saying was just...
So they were like just paying him out?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Because that guy made one of the best points I've heard. I didn't hear this point yet. He goes, well, with your mobile, he goes, you can connect to the NASA satellite now.
Yeah.
And he goes, you can connect to it while it's going over you. And he goes, you can see it in the sky just moving.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
And then the guy goes to him, nah, it's a lie.
How do you know it's a lie?
That's what the flat earth guy said. He goes, it's fake.
I've always thought maybe it's...
Yeah, but if it's connected to your phone and you're looking at it, that's pretty...
What if it's like a Truman Show? It's all like...
That's what they reckon. That's what he said. It's like the Truman Show.
Oh, it's like a...
That's what the flat earth guy said. And then he
could be.
he said the round thing. So he contradicts himself. He goes, the round ice ball is Alaska, right? And he goes, we have cameras now that can see 30,000 kilometers. Right? So this is what I say to any of you flat earth people. If this is the case, get on a yacht, go around the perimeter, and show me Alaska that goes all the way around.
You mean Antarctica?
Antarctica, sorry.
Yeah.
Go and show it to me. Yeah. Do you know why they haven't done that? Because you can't. Because it doesn't exist.
I've always said I'm more of a round guy.
Yeah, no, because it actually...
But
because think
I
about
always
it. This guy says it. He goes, there's cameras that can see 30,000 kilometers now.
Yeah.
So if they can, get on a yacht, drive in a circle, and show us Antarctica back to connection. But obviously they haven't done it because you can't. Because it doesn't exist. That means the Earth's round.
I reckon it's hollow.
That's more plausible than flat.
I've said it's hollow.
I've
always said it's hollow.
I've agreed with you.
And I reckon the moon's hollow too.
Michael Melaku says, do you think the earthquake was man-made?
I do.
In Turkey?
Yeah. There's a thing called HARP. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Oh, and Reborn says, rest in peace to Christian Atsu. Listen, and Genwell says it as well. I'm going to say one thing about that guy. I don't like... Listen, because obviously 50,000 people died, but he was a soccer player. And I hate going around and saying, oh, rest in peace to this one individual. But the one thing I'm going to say about Christian Atsu was, and he was a Ghanaian footballer, and he used to go back to Ghana and give thousands of soccer boots to kids. And he had a fund going for homeless kids, for human trafficking. Right. And Jess said this to me. I was telling Jess about him. What sort of... this makes you not believe in karma. This guy had funds for human trafficking and, like homeless kids, and then he dies at 31 in an earthquake. What sort of karma was that? That was definitely not good karma, was it? 31, bro.
What if death is not...
I'm just saying.
What if you go to a better place?
I know, well, but, if you're looking at it like that, like...
Yeah, true.
What good karma did that guy get, man? Like...
Yeah, look, I mean...
listen.
I think it was because Turkey and Russia are good mates, and they've been doing deals.
So you think it was man-made?
Yep. Because before the night before, there was weird shit in the sky.
Yeah.
There was weird stuff happening in the sky, and that's a HARP thing, man. So that's what I think. but that's my opinion. Because they've got technology, man.
Of course they can.
And they can.
Of course they do.
Yeah, and this thing came out of nowhere, man. Like, this is a big one. Like,
It's
what was
huge.
it? Like 9?
Huge.
Like 8 or
It
9?
re-shook again a day
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. So it just collapsed all Turkey. Like, got rid
And
of them.
Syria.
And Syria, yeah. And who's supplying, I think, gas and pipes to Russia?
Listen,
Do you know what I mean?
listen. I'm not. It's a big call to say something like that. Like, listen, but they say that about the Twin Towers and that.
That's what. Look, I
It is a
think
big call to say that that's a.
Twin Towers is different.
No, I'm just saying, but it's, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say it's.
We can't say it's true.
Yeah,
We
it
don't,
is,
there's not.
it's,
I'm not 100% that I think that, but I think it's. I believe it more than I don't.
Yeah, that's. Listen.
You got to look into it. Like, you got to look into HARP and.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
what it does.
I 100% do not doubt that they can cause an earthquake from wherever they want.
Yeah,
They can. Yeah, that's what that scientist guy was saying. He's going, mate, they can kill someone from the other side of the earth now.
They can.
So what's the... There he was talking about satellites. They're saying people don't want satellites in space because they're saying, what can they do with satellites? And he said this. He goes, they can already kill you from the other side of the earth anyway. So who cares?
They can, yeah.
Who cares what they put in space?
No.
It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter if they put weapons in space because they've already got weapons that can travel in 45 minutes from America to Australia and kill you.
Of course.
So who cares?
Mate, if they wanted fucking, what's his name dead? The North
That's what
Korea
I'm saying.
president.
They could press a
get it.
button.
Of course they
100%.
could.
That's what I'm saying. So it
If they
doesn't...
wanted Putin dead, they could get Putin.
Of course.
But there's an agenda behind it.
Of
for him to be
course
there.
there is, man.
So whether I see Putin's another thing. Is he the good guy? Because a lot of people think he's the bad guy. But is he the good guy? Is he really?
The thing I'll say
Who
about
knows?
Putin
Like,
is...
I don't believe
It's
the
not
media.
that he's good or bad, man. Do you know what it is? He's looking out for his country.
Yes.
He's putting...
But is that a bad thing?
Whether he's good or bad or not, he might be bad to the Russians. I don't know. I don't live there.
I don't know either.
But in his mind, he's putting Russia ahead of all these other countries. But in Russia, he might be... It's just like Kim Jong-un. In North Korea, he might be bad to the North Koreans.
Yeah.
But the Westerners and all that are calling him bad because he's not bowing down to them. So the Americans are bad then, aren't they?
They are.
Exactly.
Well, like the way there's a conspiracy going around. I don't know how much I believe in this, but Ukraine apparently is riddled with child trafficking, right?
Of course it would be because it was
So-
part of,
so-
it was part
so-
of USSR.
So what Russia, what Putin's doing? He's actually bombing those places where these kids are,
Yeah, but-
saving them. That's what I'm not. This is a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is what
That's
some
one
people
of the
believe.
theories, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. And NATO don't like it because they're involved in all that. All the Western world, all the people, they're involved in the children trafficking.
Yeah.
And that's why they hate Putin, right? And he's doing all this, and they go onto the media, they go onto all this stuff and say that he's the worst, he's this and that, right? And
the thing that I say is,
who knows?
Are they bomb?
It's fucked.
This is the thing that I've always asked about it is, are they actually bombing Ukraine?
Well, that's another question, isn't it? I don't know. You have to go. I mean, if someone from
They
Ukraine,
showed footage. I saw it on the news where they showed all these body bags, and the body bag was moving.
yeah,
And then someone ran over and touched it, and they're like, "Oh, that's propaganda at its best, isn't it?"
that's why I don't believe anything the media says.
Yeah.
Mainstream media is full of
Listen,
lies.
the way I see it,
So that's why I
like
don't
I said,
believe-
I'm not saying Putin's good or bad because
No.
you can't say that, but maybe he's just looking out for his country. And whatever war is between Ukraine and Russia, maybe the Western world, we don't know the ins and outs of that.
People forget.
And maybe we should just not.
People forget what
part of it.
the British, like, no offense to the British, I'm talking about the British,
British
Army,
government.
the governments,
Yeah.
right? Not the people. The people will kill her, right?
Yeah.
But the governments,
What
the
they did.
US government,
They've conquered everyone. The
yeah,
British.
of course. When the US went to Afghanistan,
They did it for no reason.
it was genocide there,
Of
man.
course it was.
But they don't call it that.
No.
They call it their heroes.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But no
So-
one talks
so then-
about that,
yeah,
right?
so then why when America went to Vietnam, did they come back and they all got called murderers?
Because
But then every other
they shouldn't
war,
have gone to Vietnam, man.
yeah, but they shouldn't have gone anywhere. They
No,
go.
they shouldn't have gone anywhere,
But
yeah.
every other war, they're heroes.
because they lost.
Yeah, they lose every war.
Because that Vietnam actually kicked their ass.
Every war's a loss.
You know, but they actually like
I know
they didn't get any ground there.
No, because it was not their war.
No, because the Vietnamese were smart. They were underground. They didn't know.
Even when they went to Afghanistan, it was the same thing. They were underground.
Yeah.
They had no.
But they killed a lot of innocent people,
Of
man.
course they did. They do it all. They do it everywhere.
And the thing is, like, they're the good guys. That's the false narrative that's out there.
But that's always with war.
Yeah, I know it is. But like they shouldn't have gone to Afghanistan.
No way.
No, they didn't have to go there.
No way.
So
But then you look at it, flip the coin, right? Look at, let's just say, an individual that's a soldier, that he's in the army, he or she's in the army and thinks they're going to defend their country. Do you blame them? It's not their fault, is it?
No, they're just following orders and going to they think they're going to defend their country.
That's right.
That's right. I understand that. But it's the people in the top tier.
Of course.
The generals,
the
all the people that are bored.
The ones that are there that just push buttons and don't actually go on the front.
Exactly.
Go on the front
Those
line.
ones, they're the worst, man.
They're the sick ones.
So, you know, there's good people in all armies.
That is the West mentality. America can do no wrong, Andreas says.
100%.
And Project Bluebeam, Kerry Toby.
Project Bluebeam,
Kerry Toby says.
That's a huge thing. That's how they can hologram anything they want in the sky.
Yeah.
So if you see Jesus coming through the sky,
yeah.
and if you don't feel the Holy Spirit, do not believe it. If you're Christian, obviously.
Yeah.
Because that's what it actually says in the Bible that they're going to try and trick you for the coming. It actually says that in the Bible.
Probably says.
Whether you believe in the Bible or not, that's a different story. But yeah,
the only bit of the Bible I know is when Samuel Jackson in Pulp Fiction.
That was wild. Actually, that's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And that scene is the best scene of all time.
Ezekiel 25:17, the path of a righteous man.
That's a tasty burger.
This is a tasty burger. What is that, White Castle? It's the best. Best
yeah,
thing.
but yeah, it's so dodgy, man. So
of course it is.
I would just say, look, for people that listen to the mainstream media, if you guys watch the news, before you look at it through different eyes as well. They're not always gonna tell you this truth because they want you to feel and be someone feel something that you're not. You know what I mean?
The problem that man, and I mean man as a whole, I think has always had, and this isn't the Western world, this is Europeans, everything. They think everything can be solved by war. How the fuck does war solve anything? Really?
That's right.
It solves nothing.
It doesn't. But people are so money hungry.
All these, you got these generals, and they think they're so patriotic and that, and they're like, they think that fucking dropping a bomb on someone solves a problem.
Actually, even not about money.
No,
because they got these elite have so much money.
It makes no difference.
It's about power.
Of course,
and who's got the most ground and how they can use that power to control the masses. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you now.
So why? This is what I don't get. Like they're so they want power. I agree. They want so much power.
So they can control us. It's not about money.
See, that's why I love, like, whether you agree with what happens in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and shit like that or not. But that's why I love when they turn around to the Saudis and they're like, we want to know how much money you've got. And the Saudis go, fuck you, we're not telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're trillionaires and you can suck it. If you want to call Elon Musk the richest man in the world, do it. We don't give a fuck. Because we know we're richer than him. Yeah. And they don't bow down to them. What are they going to do? Go bomb the Saudis? No.
Yeah, but the Saudis don't have artillery.
No, they probably don't.
They don't. So
that's what they tell us.
Well, we don't know.
How the fuck do we not know that Prince bin Salamin's house doesn't just move and there's a fucking warhead there? Yeah. You don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Yeah.
They could have shit there because they don't let the Western world in there.
Yeah.
They could have so much shit. They got so much money.
They do.
That we don't know.
But America's very, very close with them now. So
yeah.
And they do whatever America pretty
much
does.
I'll tell you, I said that when the World Cup was on.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump was president. He was there with Putin.
2016, was it? Or 20...
Not the last one, the one before.
Oh, so 2018.
Yeah. So he was there with Putin, Prince bin...
Oh, it was in Russia.
Salamin, yeah.
It was in Russia.
Prince bin Salamin, the Saudi.
Yeah.
And the prince rocked up next to Putin, Trump, and they were silent while he walked up. The prince went like this in front of Trump, mate, because he was talking and he just went silent. Bowed down to him.
Yeah, but yeah.
And that was on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a bit of power. That's for sure.
He bowed down to him.
Yeah.
So whatever you take of that, the president of the United States
I'll have to watch that.
bowed down to
watch
him,
that.
mate. He was like, and they were talking to each other, Putin and the Saudi, not even, they were not even acknowledging Trump.
Yeah.
So,
I reckon, I know a lot of people don't like Trump and
Oh,
whatever.
no, listen, I'm not saying it's,
I reckon
would have happened to any president.
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't
I
have-
reckon if Trump was still around, there wouldn't be a conflict in Russia. I'm telling you now. I'm not saying that he's the best guy or whatever. I know people don't
Do
like
you know
him
what?
for poor reasons.
The only reason
I
I
don't think it
disagree is because it's America.
You could be right, but I don't.
Like Andrea
because
said,
when he was in office, there was not
Yeah,
one war.
I know,
No
but-
new wars ever. Like that hasn't happened in.
But
how
you know,
many
like
years?
Andrea was saying here, he said like America can do no wrong. America think
true.
they're just it.
But he was friends with Putin, and he was
I know,
friends
I
with
know.
what's his name? The guy from North Korea.
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll read a
friends
few. Here's one. If a portal opens up in the sky, do you think it was science or magic or supernatural, etc., that did it first? Gen was saying, and then Reeves says, and he's read out what I was saying about Pulp Fiction. He goes, "I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my
You know,
brother."
Samuel Jackson. He emphasizes
Everything.
like when he says the script, he just says it so good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, the way he says it.
Jess
So-
wrote it. Jess said, "No wonder so many people aren't feeling the happiest these days. No one knows what they can believe anymore."
100%. That is
Jess,
so true.
spot on. You know,
Spot on, spot on.
Jess reckons I do the best Samuel Jackson impersonation.
You do really good. You do it really well.
You know why? I used to sit there. I've told Jess, I tell everyone this. Growing up when I was young, and listen, no one be upset at my brothers for this. They used to. Parents might get upset at this these days. Like, I used to sit there watching Eddie Murphy Delirious when I was 5 years old, right? Which you probably shouldn't. Okay,
I wouldn't let my 5-year-old watch it.
Exactly. I'm
But-
going to say you probably shouldn't do that. But I used to sit there and just watch him on repeat, mate, and imitate him.
So you could do the whole like.
I just loved
you could
him.
recite the whole thing.
I loved him. And in Eddie Murphy Raw, Samuel Jackson is at the start because at the time, Samuel Jackson's actually older than him, but Eddie Murphy was way bigger. He gave Samuel Jackson his startup. In Coming to America, what was Samuel Jackson? He came into McDowell's as the robber.
He did, yeah, he did
Because
too.
he was a nobody then.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy gave him his startup.
Yeah.
You know, and got him, and then he
was-
became one of the biggest
He
actors.
was good in Die Hard 3.
He was amazing in that when he was young.
Hey, McLean!
Yeah.
No, I can't
Remember
do
when
the
he was
voice.
like, he walked out and he's like, because he was wearing the thing that said niggers on it. And Samuel Jackson walks out and he goes, "Right, motherfucker, you're going to get killed on this corner. You walk around without on your back." He's like, just drew like,
That's a great movie.
great movie.
Oh,
All the diehards are good.
By the
man.
way, Bruce Willis, just want to say quick, I feel really bad for him because
I know, man. It's
it's sad, isn't it?
it
what
is
happened to him?
sad
And
with him, yeah.
I hope what can you say?
Reborn says it's easy, just don't believe in anything. It's true, like you're saying, because you don't know what to believe. Like,
I know, but like when shit happens,
yeah, no, you don't know what
You
to
gotta-
like,
you gotta be
like
ready,
you're saying
man.
about the earthquake, like just the fact that people are saying, "Do you think it's man-made?" is crazy.
It is.
Like, because to think that, listen, I don't know if it could be one man, one.
People don't care. These elite don't.
No, but
care.
here's what I'm saying. I don't know if what conscience does a person have, or a group of people that could sit there and press a button to make an earthquake kill 50,000 people?
Well, if you go to the real deep Freemasons,
yeah, no, but fuck, man, that's
like I'm talking the 33-degree one.
yeah. What sort of
Like,
conscience
what-
do you got to do that? Man?
There's this guy that was talking about him, and they reckon that the high
Yeah,
ones
they've got no.
they don't care
They don't care
about
about
us.
nothing,
Well,
mate.
they don't care about us.
They don't.
They think that we're just vermin.
Of course,
So they don't care if they kill
No, they don't.
50,000 people.
that's true.
They don't care.
Mm.
So
Just says, LOL, yeah, pretty much that's where we are, but it doesn't make us any happier feeling that. Social media just pumps out way too much info we are seeing that we don't need to. It's not normal. I agree with that. TikTok, all that shit, it's just,
well, the thing is, everyone knows a lot now,
yeah.
but it's what do you believe in?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
That's the problem.
Michael Melaku says, hope I'm pronouncing that right, man. You know, I am ethnic, so I try to get the names right. Melaku. War doesn't solve anything, but World War III do end humanity.
Well, see, I reckon that's all bullshit too.
I just believe that we will win 4 trophies this season. Shame it isn't the UCL, Genwell says.
Like, I just think, right, the elite have too much, like, for them to nuke us all.
Can I tell you something?
But, mate, they all run the banks, right?
Yeah,
all these big corporations run all the banks.
Of
Do you think they're going to give you a 40-year loan without you repaying it?
Yeah, I agree.
They're not going to nuke you. They're not
Listen,
going to
you
nuke
know
us
what
if they're going to know the world's going to end fucking next week.
I've said this
There's
to
no way.
you. I've said this to you here live here before.
What?
People probably can clip it. I don't think in our lifetime there will be another world war.
Yeah, I agree. Rumors,
Probably-
always rumors.
Probably not even in your kids' lifetime. I actually don't think there'll be another world
Nah.
war.
They can't afford to do it
No, they can't.
because they all own the banks, man.
How can there be a world war now? That would mean, and I'm not saying they would do it, but that would mean someone like, it was Germany last time, right? That would mean someone like Turkey or Russia or something would have to come along now and say, we want to conquer the world. And it's just not going to happen.
No.
Like, it just, that's me personally.
Would have happened
but,
already.
You know, it's just,
I just don't think, like, these people that run the world, they run the banks, they run all that. They're not going to let you skip on a 40. They're not going to let you not pay your
Yeah,
interest,
yeah.
mate. I'll tell you right now.
Johnny G says the DayZ base is looking Hess. And then Jess says, is the base rated? Don't tell me our base is rated. That's a game we played, DayZ. That's a post-apocalyptic game. It's a cool game.
It is a cool game. Oh,
Have you played DayZ? DayZ's wild.
Is
It's an
that-
online post-apocalyptic game online.
like a zombie one.
There's zombies, but there's people. Like it's me and John and Jess play it. Like it's online. You play with each other. And you can just
PC?
meet PC and PlayStation.
Oh.
And you just meet people. You just kill people. You can do whatever you want. It's like there's no story. It's just online.
You just go around and just kill people.
Just do what you can do what you want. You can actually do what you want.
Is there a storyline, but
No, nothing.
nothing.
You spawn there and you just got to survive, and then you can do what you want.
If you die,
You just respawn.
respawn.
It's so
That's
fun.
killer.
It's the funnest game, man. So
You
fun.
got it on PlayStation?
Yeah, I've got it on both actually.
What's better to play on?
It was originally a PC game, but I like the community better on PC. But I prefer to play it on PlayStation
Okay.
because I'm used to it.
Maybe we'll do a. We
Yeah.
haven't done a gaming night.
Hey, dude,
for-
I'll stream DayZ. It's
Let's
hilarious.
stream it.
So funny.
Would people like to see us stream some gaming, guys? If you do. give
Oh,
us a-
John wrote, nah, my Hess base, not our base, and just
Uh.
laughed. Yeah, we'll do some streaming. We'll do it. We'll get into it.
Anyway, yeah.
So listen, before we keep going, we've had a few new people tonight, like Michael, Terry Toby.
I hope you guys.
Yeah, what was the first one that I do it for you? Please, guys, if you're new to the channel, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Get
Your
them into
friends,
the
I mean,
podcast.
we're trying to grow the podcast, guys. and,
Definitely.
there are 2 other guys that do it with us, but they never.
The only time you ever see them is on the logo because they don't rock up. So,
Actually, Johnny G did rock up 2 weeks ago. So
John was here.
he was.
Jim, let's see. Can I find it? Have I got it? Do I still have it? I can't remember. I haven't seen Jim for.
I think Jim. You saw him last week, didn't you?
Oh yeah, saw him because I had.
Oh, you got to put it behind it, bro.
Yeah.
Or in front of it.
I messed up. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just bring it to the top. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, now it works.
Sorry, guys.
There you go. Have you seen?
Oh my God, is that true, Reborn?
Have you guys? seen
Reborn.
fucking-
Sorry. Reborn says, talking of games, Metal Gear Solid. You're talking about the PS1 Metal Gear Solid is getting a remake, going to be announced May time. Oh, I hope that's true, man. Reborn is one of my favorite games, man.
It is good.
Metal Gear Solid, the first one,
Yeah.
Shadow Moses. What a game!
I used to
What
play that.
a game.
I can't remember it now, but
Great game, man.
anyway,
Genwell says, "Oh, that's right. Last stream turned into an AFL stream, I think."
when I was here, well, guess what, guys? The AFL podcast is coming back very shortly. We're going to have a big preview, and we're doing tipping, guys, as well. So,
Yeah, so
we're going to
if
try
you
to
want
get
to
it
get in,
organised.
if you want to join our tipping comp, guys, and we even said Reborn. We know you're in Liverpool, you're in England, but if you want to join it for a laugh, anyone that wants to join it, tell us in the Discord.
Yeah,
Because obviously it's going to be me, the big man, Johnny G, Jimmy T, the Don's going to be in it. We're going to get Krillin in it just for the sake of
It's
it.
probably going to be a buy-in as well. So,
Yeah.
whoever wins takes it all at the end.
Yeah, we're just going to do a $10 buy-in
Yeah.
and winner takes all. That's what we're doing. Winner takes all.
done.
None of this, because the way we go about things is, second is just the first loser. So Winner takes
That's
all.
true.
Winner takes all.
yeah.
GT23 says, the A team right here. GT23 is in the house. How you going, man?
GT23.
Jess says, Miscreated is a PC game. John, like DayZ. You might. Yeah, I'm going to buy Miscreated, John. It looks like DayZ.
What is it?
It's just another like DayZ type of game on PC. So, yeah, anyone want to get in on Miscreated with me? And then Reeb says, Talk of the Devil, Jimmy T is in the house with a praise symbol.
Jimmy T.
Isn't it funny? We do the Where's 1-800 Where's Jenny's here.
Someone must have called the number.
Someone just called it.
1-800 where's Jimmy?
Who's not playing for your respective sides? Simulation sides this week. What do you mean, Genwill? In footy?
Oh, we're
Is
playing.
there-
We're playing. Port's playing Freo and West Coast over in Perth, and I don't know who the Crows are playing.
I'll be on the pod very soon. Just busy boy, Jimmy T says.
Yeah, we'll
Johnny G says, I'm buying Miscreated right now. Yeah, I'm getting Miscreated, man. It looks killer.
Yeah,
I'm going to play it.
is it on PlayStation.
PC, it's a PC game.
I
Your
could play.
PC will kill it. Easy.
Yeah, it would.
We could. It's fun. It just
I'll get
looks,
DayZ stuff.
DayZ on PlayStation's good, bro.
Yeah, I'll get
We'll have a laugh together.
Yeah.
You just have a laugh. You just run around, you do whatever you want, and
Is it
then
like-
you just meet people and like
Is
people.
it like Fortnite where you like
Third person, yeah.
Third person, yeah. Okay.
Divine is in the house as well. He says, G'day.
Divine.
Divine, how you going? Jess says, are you getting it now? And I believe that's what he says. Jesse's getting it now. So we're going to get, me and Jess can get it too. So I just want to swim after seeing, it's not a green screen, man. We're in Cyprus.
We're actually in Cyprus, guys.
Why does no one believe us? We went from Santorini to Cyprus. What's...
Yeah, we just fly everywhere, guys.
Yeah.
We're jet setters.
We are, man. Like it's. We felt sorry for the old man. You know, he hasn't been back to his motherland because of.
I know.
The pandemic. So we took him to
That's right,
Aphrodite
guys.
Beach.
Don't let like you know you might be wondering how we got the couches down
Yeah.
to the beach.
Listen, we can do anything.
Yeah.
My dad's got so many connections in Cyprus. He just rang up a few
You know,
people. They bought the couch.
Like in front of us, we got like a truck and
Yeah.
you know there's a whole production.
He's got so
crew
many.
here.
He's got so many connections in Cyprus. They did whatever. They did it all for us.
We've got our own production crew. Man.
That's right. Have you seen a game called Atomic Heart? Reeb says. No, I haven't, but I will search it. Hi guys, Fortini. Cryptopolis is in the house. She says, hi
Cryptopolis, how are
guys.
ya?
How you doing, Cryptopolis?
Good.
What's the beach called? Divine says. Well, according
It's HFD Beach.
to the big man, the other big man over there, he says this is Aphrodite Beach in Paphos. It's meant to be the beach where Aphrodite was born. So there you go. I'll put a vid in Discord, Jess Reeb says. Thanks, Reeb. We'll check it out. So,
Oh, guys, join our Discord as well. It's in the
please,
description
anyone
below.
that's here that's new, yeah, in the description, join the Discord. And we like to get ideas from people. So for next week, if you've got any ideas you want us to talk about, put it in the Discord. There you
Yeah,
go.
we do. For the new listeners, we do a podcast. Try to do one every week.
Every week. Usually every week.
Last week we couldn't. 'cause-
And I blame John solely. So actually, you know what? I'm going to blame Jim this week. It's Jim's
well,
fault.
Jim never comes.
Yeah,
So.
Jim's fault. Blame Jim.
Well, I want to see how many times when's he going to come back? Because like it has to
Jim
be like
he'll come for. Last time I reckon Jim was here. I'm going to tell you. You know when I reckon it was?
when
Australia v Argentina.
that was ages ago.
Was it that night? No, not v Argentina. When we won, I reckon. When were all of us here? What night was that?
Ah, that was the
Me,
watch along.
you, Rob, Jim,
Yeah, that
John.
was the watch
But
along.
which game was that? Australia, Tunisia, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
I reckon it's the last time he was here. But I'm not sure. Was he been here after that?
No.
Don't think so.
Yeah, so I reckon after 6 months we have to turf him. What do you reckon?
Yeah, turf him.
Yeah, if not, he
Definitely
doesn't
turf.
come back. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
remember him.
And then what he'll do is if he doesn't rock up after 6 months, the next time he comes on, he'll just be a guest after that.
I guess. Yeah.
And he has to be a guest for 6
Well, that's
months.
that's what
He
he
has
was.
to be a guest for 6 months before he gets permanent
Yeah.
feedback again. You know what I mean? He's like on contract work until he gets permanent resident.
Yeah.
Crypto has been pumping, Fortini says. You know what? I wanted to ask you about that.
Has been.
We haven't talked about crypto a lot lately,
No.
but we all do love our crypto.
All right.
What anything for you in recently? VRA pumped a bit, didn't it?
It did.
And,
VRA
and
did.
Ripple's having a bit of a
Yeah. So like anything that's associated with AI,
Yeah.
I would get into. And this is the best time to buy because we're still in the.
so
beta.
anyone like ourselves, like the man over here, that you are staking VRA and you've just let it there staking.
Just keep it.
Hey,
Just
I
keep it.
lost my VRA connection.
Yeah, we'll get it back.
We'll
the
get it back.
password. The password.
You've got all your things. We'll
yeah,
get it
you
back.
will get it back. You will log in.
We'll log you back
Yeah,
in.
we'll get it back.
I keep logging in. asking me for a password.
We'll get it back, don't worry.
They're not sending me email.
We'll get it, don't worry.
Good.
Asia is pumping the market, Fortini says. Eagles Port on Friday, GT23 says.
Yeah, it's just a practice game.
That's your most hated team, isn't it? Besides Crows. You hate the Eagles.
I hate the Eagles.
Do you hate the Eagles more than Crows? You can't.
You know what? They've made,
Nah, but you know what?
given me. No, listen.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this now. You know, remember I said this to you. Remember people saying it to me on the stream. They're like, KP really hates Port. And I remember I said it to you. I'm like, if Chris didn't hate the Crows, I'd be upset.
I do hate the Crows. Yeah. I do.
You have to.
But West Coast have broken my heart more than the Crows.
Yeah, no, but it's your derby, bro.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Do you know why I hate West Coast?
Why? At least we have a common enemy.
Yeah, do you know why? Because John Worsfold injured Tony Modra in the finals in 97.
Was it a...
He kneed him in the back. It was so dirty.
Was it dirty?
He put him out, and he was the best forward in the comp at the time. He kicked 130 goals.
Well, he missed out on premierships, 2 premierships.
Because that one in particular, because of Worsfold, man.
I reckon he would have,
he kneed him in the back.
I reckon in that 97 grand final, he would have smashed St Kilda.
Dude, Jarman kicked 6, didn't he? That year?
Yeah.
He would have kicked 6, 7. Yeah. He would have won the Norm Smith probably. McLeod probably wouldn't have only had 1.
Probably.
Because Modra would have cleaned it.
Yeah. It's a shame that he didn't win a premiership.
Yeah, I'm upset. I feel for him for that.
Yeah. But no, I don't like the West Coast.
My sub count is at 180. Yours is like 1,000. Good job, guys, making good videos and streams and shorts. Thanks, Divine.
We will be getting the shorts back up.
Happy birthday to Fabrizio Romano again, Will says. His birthday. There you go. He's a reporter. He's like the best soccer reporter, apparently.
Oh, there you go.
You know. Asia is pumping the market, Cryptopolis says. So, what's your say on crypto, man? It's
AI. So get into AI. Yeah. Try to find an AI coin.
I've had my Ripple just sitting there. Do you know what? My Ripple is still, to this day, never gone down to as low as I bought it.
Yeah, so you haven't lost anything.
Nah, it's been always... It went up to $3 at one stage, and I got it for like 18 cents.
There's crazy predictions.
But do you know what I mean? I'm just saying I got it so cheap. And I think it's 60 cents at the moment.
There's crazy predictions for XRP, but yeah.
Johnny G says dead cat bounce.
What's that? And another thing, I'm playing a few games. I'll hook you up with that as well.
Yeah, is that the one he's talking about? Dead cat bounce?
No, it's not called that. And like you can play these crypto games where you play to earn.
Yeah.
And and we're still doing the pie. That's worth a bit of money.
Yeah.
So
KP, is Modric better than Scholes? Better? What do you mean by better? Better? Like, was he a better footballer? I don't think so. No, he's won more, but I don't think he was a better footballer.
For the people that have just come in, we're talking about the UFOs, and we're saying I think it's fake.
Definite fake.
If you guys want to give us like what you guys think about those UFOs that got shot down in America,
it's as fake as John being here.
Let us know in the comments because we'd love to hear what you.
Yeah, listen. So the story is a UFO got shot down, and they're just hauling it down the street in a truck for everyone to see. Like,
and then the president comes out that we found intelligent life.
Oh, John is being smart, man. He's talking about like. And look at the way he wrote it.
What?
It's a stock term. The market will come back down. Dead cat bounce. Captain Brainiac over here.
It's like,
Talking all these.
Well, John's actually a lot into crypto. So
talking all these stock terms.
He looks at it every day. He's very in tune with it. So me and you are like, we just buy whatever.
John is a crypto.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, guys, this is not financial advice.
I'm going to say that. John is up and down like a crypto. They say you're up and down like a yo-yo? The saying should be, you're up and down like a crypto, mate.
Yeah. But what I can say is this, right? If you're in now, right, and you just keep dollar cost averaging into like stuff like say you get paid, whatever you get paid, your wages or whatever.
Just put $50 into crypto.
Or whatever you can afford. You put in every fortnight, you put in blah, blah, blah. Or whatever you can afford. I'm telling you now, when in 2024 or 2025, when this bull market goes again, you're going to be a happy person. And the thing is, you're never going to see it. Like once crypto becomes really big, like the stock
market,
the stock market, it won't move like it does now. So this is the time now.
That's just inevitable.
People are going to become very rich from it.
You know what? Now that John talks like such a sophisticated stockman, I'm going to call him the wolf of HFD.
The wolf.
Yeah, not the Wolf of Wall Street.
The
The
wolf
wolf,
of Majesty.
the Wolf of HFD. He's the wolf now.
Oh, he's the wolf.
Not the White Wolf, because he's not like Gerald. He's just the wolf.
All right.
The wolf. The
wolf of
the wolf of HFD Street.
I'm making a t-shirt.
The Wolf of HFD. And
That's a t-shirt.
It's a good t-shirt.
Guys,
The Wolf of HFD.
check out our merch as well. We haven't talked about that merch.
No, just bring the merch in. So we got that, the first one.
Oh, that merch is unbelievable.
That merch is unbelievable.
I mean, we're wearing it now.
Listen.
Yeah.
So we got that one. And then we got the Hess t-shirts and that.
With the
And
HFD.
obviously you can see
Yeah.
Chris is wearing the HFD media one. I'm wearing the Stay Hunky one, which has
I've got
our logo on the back, yeah, and it's actually got our YouTube link on the back as well. So
Yeah, so go to the website and purchase one. Helps us out too, guys. Whatever you pay, we get a percentage, and it goes straight
yeah,
back.
that's
to the
right. It
channel.
goes straight back into the channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? This one in particular,
I like that one.
it's a real good quality, eh? Like it
Very good
sits
quality,
real nice
good
on
quality.
me. Like yeah,
Yeah,
it sits real nice. Like it's nice.
yeah. So I mean, they do get made in America.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a wait. What, like a month?
Oh, it depends. Like because I was getting it over Christmas, it was delayed. But I think if you get them to Australia, like now, it could be like 2.5 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks. Yeah, it won't be.
You can do express post.
You can
but
do express if you
it-
want to pay a bit more, but I would say just get the normal
yeah.
one.
Express comes in like
And
3
it'll
days.
get them 2.5 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's it's pretty good.
Yeah, my friend, we got.
I'll just let the chat read that because they're talking about soccer. So we'll read Andrea's comment about Paul Scholes. So, but yeah, listen, I definitely think I actually am you know what? In being, I'll get that merch off the screen there. Sorry. In being as good friends as we are, me and Chris don't always agree on things.
We don't.
But I'm
we're good friends.
we are very good friends. I'm actually going to agree with Chris
Oh my God,
100% tonight. No, no.
It's very rare that we
It's
agree.
we do sometimes we do, but I actually think they've probably set it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I
It's
think.
like seems like it done that.
It does.
Because why else would they just drive it down the street for everyone to see?
Yeah,
Johnny says,
and also like they're putting it on the media.
yeah, of
I don't
course,
believe in
for
the
the president to
I just
talk
don't
about
believe
it.
in
Exactly.
the media machine.
Johnny G, that WAN coin is going up. Cryptopolis says. And then John says, I sold WAN long time ago. ANKR just partnered up with Microsoft. One to watch. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, John told me to get Elf coin, man. What happened with that?
Hey, look, not every coin's gonna go. I love my bra.
I'm only joking. No, Vra's good. I agree. Vra, I've always been a.
Or esports.
I've always
EA
been
Sports.
I've always been a one for Ripple.
Yeah.
It's been one of my favorites for
Yeah,
always. I've always loved Ripple.
Yeah.
I think it's just got a future. Ripple.
That's what they reckon. Yeah.
Vra, Vra does. And I'm going to tell you this is the honest to God reason. I've got Tezos solely because they sponsor Man United.
There you go, guys.
Well, listen, I'm
This
telling
is
you
not,
this.
This is not
It's
financial
not
advice.
financial advice, but Man United are on the stock market, right?
They are.
A month ago,
I reckon they got a
they
coin.
are. They're on the they've got a fan
crypto.
token, a
fan
fan token.
token. Yeah.
But they are on the New York Stock Exchange. A month ago, when the Glazers announced they were going to sell, their price went up $20.
Ah.
So for anyone that had only big dollar people would have stocks in United, they would have made millions last week. So, and I'm not saying it will happen, but when the sale happens, I guarantee you Tezos goes up. Has to. Because it's affiliated with United.
Yeah.
Has to, man.
We'll see what happens.
And that's why they're saying,
So how much is Tezos worth now? Like, is it
I'm not 100% sure.
okay?
Wait for Vrat to drop more than load up, John says. I agree with that. KP, have you checked out KP the comedian? He's from United View. He's not KP the comedian. He's called KG the comedian. He's the best. Me and John love KG. He's the one that they replied to me. United View.
I thought you meant like Kent Cunningham.
KG. You know why he's called? They go to him. Why are you called
Cunningham.
KG the comedian? He started cracking up laughing. You know why?
Why?
He goes, my name's Kevin Garrett. It's just
Yeah,
like,
but Kent Cunningham's not even KG.
nah, because he's it's his middle name.
Oh, that's his middle name.
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah.
He's
George.
a bit of a character.
George. Ken George Cunningham.
I remember when Port were trying to get into the AFL and he lost it.
And then now he turns around and says he loves them and he's like a
Yeah.
Crows fan. He's such a liar. Yeah, anyway, KG the comedian and Flex actually emailed me back. They emailed me once about going on the show.
Yeah, what's happening with it?
And then he emailed me back. Flex emailed me saying, I haven't forgot about you, man. We've just been really busy. He's saying it's he reckons it's going to happen.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you take his word for it, but he told me, he sent me an email twice saying that they will want to have me on the show.
It's gonna be massive.
Because they asked me to send a video to them, and I sent it to them, and they loved. He emailed me back, going, "Love your work, man. We
What
want you."
video did you send?
I just made one on my phone,
Oh.
and I said, "Dude, I'm a huge United fan." I said, "We run our own YouTube channel." Like, and I told him,
Yeah.
I was like, "I've been a United fan my whole life." I said, "My dad's been a United fan since like the 50s." Like I said, diehard United fans. I said, just because we're from Australia, it meant it's no like. And he emailed me back, yeah.
What would it take for you to stop supporting United and go to a different team?
Nothing, I don't think.
Nothing.
No. I'll tell you a story. Right, so my dad founded the club that I played my whole career for, right?
Yeah.
And one season, I had a falling out with the coach. I went and played for another club. It
Did
was
you?
the only season I played for another club. I want to say the club's names because it's not, you know. But my dad came and supported me,
Yeah.
but he was still supporting.
Cobras.
Yeah.
Well, he's a cobra. He's a cobra.
That's what I'm saying. I would, you know, even if I had a son that played for Liverpool, I would support him, but I would still support United.
It's like, you know, when Aaron Phillips was playing for Crows and
Greg, he
and
wasn't.
Greg-
He supported her, but he didn't support the Crows.
Nah.
No way in hell, man.
Even though he wore the Guernsey, which was
but he did it for his kid.
yeah.
Any parent's gonna do that. Like
Yeah.
it's.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Listen, they're saying about that now. They're saying, oh, some people are saying they don't want to support Man United if the Qataris buy them because of all this moral compass and all that. And I've said this. Listen, it's not the fans' fault who buys Man United because the Glazers currently own Man United and they're fucking vile people.
Yeah.
And I still support Man United because
Yeah.
I don't care who owns them. I just support the team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way these Qataris or Sir Jim, whoever wants to buy it, there's no way they're worse than the Glazers. The Glazers are the vile people, mate.
Yeah.
They're fucking taking dividends out of a club it's like some guy coming in and owning Port now and not caring about the team and taking $1 million every week. He doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, true.
It's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Mate, if you're people that are presidents, and I know it because of my dad is a founder of a club. When you're president of a club and all this stuff, mate, a president should be a volunteer.
Yeah,
You
they should
shouldn't be getting paid,
no.
mate. Because you should be doing it because you love the club.
Talking about getting paid and all that, I was talking about Ken Hinkley. We're talking about so the Port Adelaide coach guys. Apparently, the AFL pay his wages.
Of course they do.
That's the reason they haven't been able to sack him.
Yeah, well, what do you think happened
Because
with Lee Matthews?
there's a block.
Who paid Lee Matthews when Brisbane won 3 premierships?
Was it AFL?
Of course it was.
Yeah. So that's the reason why Port just can't go sack him. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So that's why he's been there for so long.
Genwell says, aren't you guys meant to be talking about UFOs? And Jess cracked up laughing. Yeah, well, Chris asked you guys in the
I
chat.
asked the question. No one's,
what do you guys
no one's
think? And
talking.
no one answered. Didn't Chris say what would you stop you supporting Man? Yeah, I'm saying nothing. I nothing would make me stop supporting them. Like,
I just thought I'd ask you the question. I thought maybe
well,
there's
is
like
there anything that would make you stop supporting Port? There's one thing that would make me maybe stop supporting them, and I'll tell you it, is if they'd have joined the Super League last year, the
Who?
European Super League.
who? Man United?
Yep.
What's a Super League?
Well,
What's that?
all the big dogs wanted to make this Super League for money. And Man United, the
What,
Glazers,
Well, not gone the
no, the
leave the Premier
Glazers said
League.
they were going to join this European Super League, the Man United owners. And Man United Liverpool 2 years ago were meant to play, and the fans rioted, broke onto the pitch. And Man U Liverpool, the biggest game in English football, got postponed. And then they pulled out. And then Liverpool pulled out, Chelsea pulled out.
Hold on. So they were going to leave the EPL.
Yeah, so were Liverpool, so were Chelsea because of money.
That would have ruined the EPL.
Dude, they would have lost their soul. And that, if they go and join a Super League, I'll go support Salford. The one that David Beckham and that own.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
See, I don't think that will ever happen in the
No,
AFL.
it won't. No, it won't happen in the EPL either. Because that will happen again. If they say they're going to do it again, the fans will do the same thing. They will revolt and you will lose. You will make, in the end, you'll get money, but then you have no fans. You have to call. The thing about it is
So they were
said
going
it.
to do it. They were going to do that.
So were Chelsea. So were Liverpool. I think Tottenham, Arsenal, and then when United pulled out because of the revolt, the other clubs all pulled out. They're like, oh shit, look what's happening.
But haven't the
But
EP
Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus are still pushing it, and they're getting
So
sanctioned by FIFA at the moment.
What do you mean sanctioned?
Well, FIFA are telling them you keep going through with it. They're going to
So
try.
this is not a FIFA thing.
No, they want to leave from FIFA to their own thing.
Oh. But isn't FIFA corrupt? Isn't that a good
It
thing?
is corrupt, but
Isn't it a good thing?
listen, FIFA's corrupt, but the Super League is there just for money, mate. It's for nothing else.
Okay.
And you can't get a club that has got 130 years history, let's just say, for all of them, Liverpool, Man United, and make them leave that behind to go start a new fuck.
But hold on, how can they just leave? Like the EPL must have things in place where they just can't leave. There must be
Well,
something.
there would be. That's
Can't
I
just
don't know,
leave.
but it
How can you
won't
just
happen.
leave? How can you just leave a league? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't like Koshi, but I still support Port. Fortuny says.
I don't like Koshi either. I like that he's bought.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't
money.
Have, you don't.
And you know,
I'm
but
sure
other than
everyone.
that-
I'm sure all Collingwood fans didn't like Eddie Maguire, but you're not supporting him. You're supporting your club. He's just the president.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. With United and that, it's a bit different because the owners they own it.
yeah,
Whereas in footy, no, the AFL own the clubs.
pretty much.
Yeah, they do. It's not like the EPL.
Well, that's why I was saying before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hinkley, they can't.
so
sack him.
it's a little bit different, but yeah, that's why it's different in soccer.
Yeah. So this year, I just think that if he doesn't make a grand final or
GT23 says, is that the same as the World Series of Cricket? I'm not sure because I think the one day series, that was a Kerry Packer thing, and they still stayed under the ICC, which is the International Cricket Committee. They didn't leave that.
no.
All the countries still play under that. Like it was just shit, really. So the German clubs, couldn't join the Super League because they've got a 50-1 rule. The fans own 50%
Of the
plus
club?
plus one, so
Oh,
they
right.
own majority hold share. of the
Oh,
club.
right.
So
they-
someone can only come in and have 49% of the club. That's a rule in Germany, which is good. So they
I
have to
never
make
knew that, man.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
shit. They revolted, mate. The fans stormed the pitch of Old Trafford. A Man
Was
U
that
Liverpool
this year? Last
2
year?
years ago, which is the biggest game in
Yeah, in the EPL.
it's the biggest game in the world, man. Whether people want to believe that or not, Man U Liverpool, arguably the only other game that gets as much attention, and it doesn't get as much attention, I don't care what they say, is Real Madrid Barcelona. It gets as much attention in Spain, but Man U Liverpool worldwide is the biggest game in football. And for them to get that postponed and storm the pitch, it's huge. Like it's just
fair enough.
huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah.
Dude, they stormed the pitch like it was riots. Like
yeah. Fuck, all right.
yeah, so
It's crazy. Crazy times.
yeah, well, the owners, Andreas is right. The owners want to change that now in Germany, the fifth, but I don't think they will. They won't let them do it. Good evening, fellas, and everyone in the live chat from Damn. Here we go.
Oh my God, damn. Damn.
I got it quick, man. I got it in good.
Ugh.
I got it in.
Damn
Well,
is here.
we're just gonna pause and we're gonna watch the screen. Look.
All right, here we go.
Once my hand moves, we know.
I'll see it.
Well, we're just gonna we're a bit delayed, guys. So we're watching.
We're
on the
about
big
10
screen.
seconds delayed. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Fuck, I love Ron Simmons.
How good is he?
The president of Bayern said, "Yeah, that's true. EPO is the biggest league. That's true. GT. It is the biggest money-making league.
Anyway, since Damn is here, I want to hear this conspiracy theory.
What is this big conspiracy that Dam has got to tell the big man? I want to hear it.
Also, like, if you saw a UFO in the sky, what would be your reaction?
It depends what I thought it was. If I legit was looking at it and thought, "Fuck, that's an alien craft," I'd be trying to get photos like proof
Yeah.
with whatever. And
Would it
these
freak
days,
you out a bit? Would it freak you
I'll
out?
be like, yeah, it would. But with your phone these days, you should be able to get good quality. You know, like, it's not like, remember back in like the early 2000s, people saying they saw UFOs and they're trying to take pictures of it with Nokia.
Yeah.
And it was all blurry.
Blurry.
These days,
They're pretty
you
good,
could
yeah.
get a pretty good picture with your phone.
can,
You
you
got a
can.
20 megapixel
Yeah.
camera on your
Yeah.
phone. Like,
Yeah.
so you should get, that's why I'm so shocked that people don't have footage of,
Yeah.
like, so Should we or are the AFL try to oil up and let investors to AFL now, KP? I think people in Australia are rich enough, if they were able to own clubs, there'd be a millionaire in Adelaide that could own Port or own, and there'd be millionaires in Melbourne that would want to buy. Jeff Kennett could buy Hawthorn. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't have to get Qataris because AFL clubs are not worth, man. Like an AFL, like let's just say the biggest club, let's say Collingwood, would be a smidgen of what Man United's worth. Man United is worth $6 billion. Collingwood would be worth
nothing.
What would it be worth? Tell me. It'd be in the millions, and it would be in the low millions. Like players in soccer are worth more than what an AFL club would be worth. That's just it's a fact. But it's because of what the league is. It's only one country. It's televised here. It's not. That's just the.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He says, "Oh fuck, I can't remember now."
Oh, I was really excited.
Man, we waited this whole time.
Waited all this time, and
it's huge though. He reckons. I can't remember, but it's huge.
All right, just go back into that 2 hours ago when you said it.
Genwool reckons Collingwood are worth 50 million. And you know what? I was going to say not even that. Because they don't own a pitch, right? So they don't own a stadium.
Don't they own their pitch where
they might own where they train, but like with let's just say Man United and Liverpool. You buy Man United, you get Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Which is a 75,000 capacity stadium. You get a training ground. You get this worldwide business. With Collingwood, what do you get? You get Collingwood and a training ground.
You get a training ground and the facilities they got there.
So what's it worth? I don't think it's worth 50
And then
million.
you get...
I bet you... I was going to say Collingwood 25 million. That's what I was going to say. Half that, I reckon. But I don't know. Listen, I don't know because... See, the Don saying maybe 100. But again, what's that? Soccer players go for more than that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, because they don't own stadiums. If Collingwood, let's say, owned the MCG, then fuck, that'd be worth a lot more because it's a huge stadium.
Yeah, of course. It's an asset. Yeah.
If Port owned Adelaide Oval, fuck, they'd be worth heaps, wouldn't they? But they just don't.
Yeah.
The whole AFL is probably worth 2 billion, Andrea's saying. So there you go. That's fuck all.
No, MCG?
No, they don't. The cricket owns MCG.
And the
cricket owns everything.
Cricket owns everything. You know what? They don't own Optus Stadium.
I'll remember it. I'll write it down and tell you, damn says.
Optus Stadium in Perth, I don't think they own that one. Cricket don't own that.
Well,
they
Subiaco, the old Subiaco, did cricket not own that?
No, they own...
Who owns that?
Subiaco's gone.
Yeah, no, but it's the old Subiaco.
Nah, the footy owned that.
Yeah, okay. Wacker, they own the Wacker.
They own the Wacker.
So who owns...
Not the new stadium, I think.
Who owns Optus then? The Optus Stadium.
I think it's shareholders.
I think it's the government.
Government. Looks like Highmarsh.
Yeah.
The government own Highmarsh Stadium, don't they? Coopers now.
Yeah, Coopers. Yeah. I'm just saying, most states, it's like the SCG, Adelaide Oval, MCG is all cricket.
Well, it's like Highmarsh here, right? For how long? And people never. There's so many people that would never have known it. But even West Adelaide, Adelaide City, and Adelaide United now, for however long, we're just hiring Highmarsh from the government.
Yeah.
How much money do they make off Highmarsh?
Not much.
They would have made money.
They would have.
Hiring it. They did. I mean, Highmarsh from when I was a kid
to
what it is now is next level.
It's improved.
I remember going to watch games at Highmarsh on concrete blocks.
Yeah, so do I.
And now it's 20,000 seats.
Yeah.
Well, it was. Remember? I remember the last West Adelaide game. And at the time, I didn't know it was a sad thing that the club was folding. My dad knew, but we were just there.
Yeah.
And I remember people walking on the pitch at the end and that, and I didn't know what was going on. I was just there.
Yeah.
But obviously the club was folding and NSL was probably coming to an end a year later. And
I used to go too, man, all the time.
Yeah, we all did. Everyone did. It was...
Yeah. That was good. It was good back then.
Can't put a price on the Crows, damn says.
Of course not.
You know what? I reckon you can. I know the Crows. The coach is worth $3. So,
you still have the coach.
I hate him. I don't hate's a strong word. I don't like him as a coach. Is a better way of putting it. It's like
I reckon you'd change your tune if you made finals this year.
No. See what you said? You said you'll change your tune if you make finals this year.
If you do.
Yeah, but I don't think we will make finals.
I know, I'm not saying.
And the point, this is what I say to people. As a supporter, you're allowed to change your tune if things like that happen. It's like saying if Man United are 10th, right? And you don't like the manager, but then they win the league the next year. Of course you're going to change your tune because he's done well.
Yeah.
So if he does well, I'll change my tune. But all indications now are that he's shit.
Yeah.
So why should I praise him like everyone's like,
I'm not saying
no, I know you're not, but everyone's like, give him time. Oh, he's doing with this, he's doing with that. Well, if he was good, they'd be better. Like Man United, Eric Ten Hag came in last year. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralph Rangnick was the worst Man United side in Premier League history. Right now, Man United are in a title race. So obviously he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Because he's got the same team, barring 2 players.
He's got balls.
He's got Thados, as we say.
Well, he got rid of Ronaldo. So.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's obviously a good coach because look at what they're doing. And I'll bring it back to you guys. I hate Port. You know that.
I know.
Ken Hinkley and Koshy and all that took over. And I've said it to you, arguably the worst team in AFL history.
Yeah.
Port were arguably. And he got finals within 2 years.
No, 1 year.
1 year. So.
Oh, wait, no. The first year was there. He got finals.
There you go. So.
The first year.
Obviously,
yeah,
he was good. And you praise him for that. If Knicks is so good, why are we fucking still shit?
Yeah, we had an average team.
Exactly.
We've never had
so obviously he was a good
team.
coach. He might not have been able to win a flag, but he obviously has done something right to take them from where they were to that.
I look, the way I see it, Hinkley, we haven't had the best team. Like we haven't had stars like the Richmonds, the Geelongs, right? And the thing,
but in saying that, you can't say that because you got a Brownlow medalist.
Yeah, no man, but he wasn't the best player.
But he still won a Brownlow.
I know he did, but he was. Yeah, I know, but that was like I'm just saying, like in the early days, he got so much out of that team.
Yeah,
which was good.
See,
but there wasn't.
That's like the Crows. Like the Crows. Like back in the day, we can say they can say that, but the Crows, mate.
But there's a bit of luck as well involved.
Yeah, I know there is, but the Crows, you can look at it and say they had McLeod, Rashudo, Edwards in the midfield. They were superstars.
Yeah, but they won 2 flags.
Yeah, I know.
We won 0.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't think we had that caliber.
No, probably not.
That one player that just like the Dusty. I was gonna say Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, Dusty. Yeah, for Richmond. Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
Who Collingwood had? They had
they had a
Pendles,
few.
but they had
Dane Swan.
Dane Swan. They had stars, you know. Hawthorn had Franklin and they
had heaps, bro. They had
fucking everyone,
Hodge,
man.
Mitchell, Franklin, even Roughhead. They
just had guns.
Everyone.
We had guns too, but not as seasoned. Like and I think I reckon we got lucky with some of it, but then we got unlucky as well to not win one as well. So, but I think we just had he hasn't ever had the best team. I don't think, but there's a lot of people that will disagree with me.
Listen.
They think that his time is up. I believe his time's up now too.
Listen, I believe his time was up 2 years ago.
It was.
And I've said that to you.
It was. After that prelim, he should have
whatever.
Been. But they can't get rid of him.
I say things, I don't care if it's my club, whatever. I say what I think.
Yeah.
I loved, with Man United, I loved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He is a legend of Man United.
Is it the guy that looks like...
But I loved him as a player. As a coach, he was shit. And you're allowed to say that. As a fan, just because he was a legend of the club, it's like now if Andrew McLeod took over the Crows,
and was shit.
He was my favourite player. But if he was a shit coach, I'll say he's a shit coach.
Yeah.
You're allowed to. You're a fan.
Yeah.
Fans are allowed to say that if they don't like a coach.
Yeah.
But people get so uptight about it. Oh, support your team, do this through thick and thin. I will support him through thick and thin, but I'll still say if the coach is shit.
Yeah.
And Nick's is shit. Right now, he's shit. I don't like his game plans.
I was very surprised they got him, to be honest.
Shit. Because there was no one else. Who is there? What coaches are out there? These days in AFL, there's no one.
There's Buckley. I think he's a good coach.
Yeah, but is he? How have Collingwood done a lot better without him? I reckon.
Oh, his time was done there.
Yeah, but look, the minute he was gone, they went to top 4, didn't they? After finishing where? Bottom? They finished top 4.
I reckon they're going to fall.
Yeah, but whatever you say, they finished top 4 the first year without him.
They did.
So, it was the same team.
Who is it? McRae? Who's got him?
The thing about him is, The thing about Buckley is because it's a very well-known thing about him. His nickname is Fig Jam, right? Which means fuck, I'm good. Just ask me.
Yeah.
He's very much like that. So the thing about I've played for coaches like that.
Yeah.
The thing about coaches like that is, with Buckley, you can get away with it for a bit because they know he was a good player.
Yeah.
But then when that starts wearing thin, you'll lose the group, and that's what happened to him. Because I've had that with coaches.
He should have won in 2018.
There you go.
They had the game. They were 5 goals up.
See, I had a
Quarter
coach.
time.
I had a coach that was next.
Half
I had a coach that was next Socceroo, and he was the complete opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
He would never even tell you he played for Australia.
Yeah.
But everyone played for him that one.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the reason everyone loved him. So the whole group lifted for him because it was like he never bragged. But then when you got someone like Buckley that you know probably.
I love how this podcast has turned to AFL.
And sport, I love it. Because no one answered your question.
No one answered my question, man. UFOs, come on. Hey, but talking about the AFL, Johnny is going to be doing bets on TikTok.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently. So look out for that, guys. Join our TikTok, and you might get some.
John,
He's going to do that. He's going to do the challenge.
After like 2 weeks, John will go, I didn't have data.
I hope not. I hope John doesn't say that. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing. He's going to be doing bets on there, like putting his bets, and he's going to try and get $10 to turn into 10K.
It's a 10K challenge, isn't it? You go for
10K challenge.
10 days, isn't it?
For 10. So for 10 days, if you keep putting, you start off with $10 and you just double it every single day.
You're meant to go with an odds-on thing. You go 10 to 20, and then you just.
Yeah. So if you want to join us, it's going to be on TikTok. He's going to put the bets on every week. It won't be 10 days because the AFL is not played in 10. It's like you get away on the weekends.
Maybe go over 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. So, guys, join us on TikTok. It's going to be pretty interesting as well. So,
have you ever?
Yes.
Have you ever seen an unidentified flying object? Something that you didn't know what it was in the sky.
I've seen something yes, I have.
And you didn't know what it was?
Nah. It was near the Adelaide airport.
But could that have just been a drone or something? Because that is a fly zone.
It could have been, but it didn't look like a drone. It looked like it was floating and it was like moving really weirdly. And it was after work. I was really tired.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if my eyes were tricking me. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I took a picture of it. I got to find it. It's in my phone somewhere.
We'll put it up next week.
If I can find it.
Yeah, we'll try.
And yeah, have you?
I was driving one time the same at night.
Yeah.
And I was tired. It was after soccer, and I remember I was driving, and on the highway down Southway, there's this bridge, and like it was dark.
Yeah.
And I swear I was driving, and I swear there was this thing in the sky, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, really?
And then I reckon later it was the bridge, but I don't fucking know. Like I was tired. Like you're saying,
yeah, when you're tired,
play tricks on you. Like
can.
it's like
I would love to see
I'd love to see a UFO.
like know that it's a UFO.
Listen, I'd love to see a UFO, but then part of me will think, "Fuck, are they coming to kill us or something?" I don't know what the fuck. Like it tripped me out.
Yeah, it's no, I wouldn't trip me out. I'll be like, this is awesome.
But that's what I mean. Like tripped out like that. Like, oh, what the fuck? Tripped out. Like not like I'd be yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But definitely, it's has anyone in the chat ever seen anything?
Yeah, has anyone? You know who I'm gonna ask? If Reborn's still here. Hey, Reborn, have you ever seen?
Reborn's definitely seen one.
You ever seen a UFO, man? Like you've seen like some of Reborn's ghost stories scare me, and I don't really get tripped out by stories.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but yeah, I definitely believe in them. But as I said, that story.
Do you know what? Dam said here, right? He said Sam Mitchell, Burgoyne, Rioli, right? Do you know what?
It's a good team.
Yeah, I reckon Rioli was. Listen, he did impact.
Cyril.
He impacted games, but I think he was overrated.
Yeah.
He did impact games, but the way they went on about him,
He went missing a lot.
No, yeah, exactly. They went on about him like he was the best small forward we'd ever seen.
Nah, I reckon Cozzy Pickett is much better
Listen,
at Melbourne. Have you seen him play? You probably haven't seen Cozzy Pickett play.
at where is he?
He's at Melbourne. He's a
Dunno.
small forward.
Oh, now?
Yeah, now.
No one now is the best small forward ever.
Nah, he's really good.
I don't care.
You gotta
no
watch
one-
him. You gotta watch him.
Who's considered a small forward?
Well, for us, we've got
No, but I mean,
Fantasia.
is Darren Jarman considered a small forward? Because he's not a big guy. That's the best small forward ever. No one will come close to him.
Yeah, I'm not comparing him to
No, but I'm saying because they used to go on like Cyril was the best, and he is nothing compared to Darren Jarman.
6'1".
Yeah, but that's small.
Nah.
6'1" is not big in footy.
I guess so.
It's not big, bro. You're
I think
6'3".
Yeah, true. But he played a different role
No,
though.
but
he was a lead up forward. A
He
small
wasn't,
forward,
bro. He was a little.
A small forward is a guy that crumbs.
He did that too, though. He did
but
that as well.
I mean, he was a freak, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't get anyone
But
like
that's what I'm
Trump.
saying.
He was
Eddie
a freak.
Betts was better than Cyril.
Yeah, but he didn't win premierships.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter that circumstances for the team you're in.
Yeah, but no one looks at. I'm saying he may be a better player, but they'll look at the premierships.
Listen.
He's won 4 premierships, man.
So what? Does that mean?
That's the hard.
Okay,
that's what
so
they wanna
you're
play
picking
for.
Wayne Carey won 2 premierships, right?
Yeah.
Are you taking Cyril over Carey because
Oh
he
no,
picked 4?
I'm not
because he
saying.
won
I'm
4?
not. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Exactly.
like, you know.
Nick Rewalt never won a premiership.
Yeah, he was one of the greatest.
There you go.
He was.
They say that about Ryan Giggs. Oh, he didn't play in a World Cup. It's not his fault. He's Welsh. Because
Is he Welsh?
Because if Ryan Giggs was Brazilian, he would have started for Brazil and we would have won a World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
It's not his fault where he's born. It's your circumstances of where you
yeah.
are.
And it's not your fault where which
Exactly.
team
So
you're in.
it's not your fault who drafts you. It's like
No.
basketball. If Michael Jordan got drafted to the Houston Rockets instead of Hakeem Olajuwon, the Houston Rockets probably would have won six titles instead of Chicago.
Oh, they would have. 100%.
Exactly. Because when the 2 years,
But they do. I mean, you do look at that.
yeah, of course you do.
You do.
You do.
I mean, four premierships is a lot.
It
I mean,
is.
then again, he would look glossy as well because he played against so many good players.
Reborn says he's never seen a UFO.
Never.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe.
I
I,
don't believe
I reckon he's been in the UFO.
Reeds, I reckon they've told you not to say anything.
I reckon he's been
you've
in the.
You've been in the UFO.
What's the UFO from Galaxy Quest? What's it called?
We are Thermians from the Klaatu Nebula. What's the main spaceship is like the Star 5 or something, isn't it? Like some shit like that. Like it's
Imagine
like
there's Thermians.
oh, that's the only race I'd want to meet. I just want him to come up and go like this. He's like,
Thermians.
please, Commander, we are Thermians from the Klaatu Nebula. We need your help.
We haven't seen Rob tonight.
I know we haven't seen.
We haven't
Rob.
seen Dr. Lazarus.
But I will update the strange going ons. Reeves says, "Yeah, we better." Andreas and Dan are just having a conversation about Bali, so I'm just letting them have their conversation. It's wild. It's
He's loving it.
It's like a chat room.
It is a chat room.
Yeah, I'd imagine you could meet Thermians.
We are Thermians.
You'd be like asking for their autograph. You're like, Mathazar.
Oh, please, Commander, we need your help.
I love that guy. The way he does it, when he walks up and he goes, "It is a matter of grave importance." And he's like,
He's a great actor,
he's
right?
like, just call my agent. Like, great actor, man, great actor.
That was a spin-off of Star Trek, eh?
It was just I reckon a payout, like a rip-off.
Or was there another show? Lost in Space,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, not so much Lost in Space because it would have been a payout of that as well. Because Lost in Space was they got lost.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a payout like Hot Shots
Not like that. Not
No.
like a parody.
No, it
It
wasn't
was
a
just
parody.
it was its own.
Movie, yeah.
Yeah, but
It was so good.
Dr. Lazarus is probably paying Spock out.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Quincy like the captain is probably Captain Kirk.
Kirk.
Like
It's
bit of a
more
payout.
Star Trek.
Yeah, a bit of a payout.
It's not Star. I wouldn't say it's Star Wars.
No,
No, it's
Star
not
Wars is different. No.
No.
Do you what a payout of Star Wars was that Mel Brooks movie? The how can I forget the name of it now? Spaceballs.
Oh, is that more Star
Yeah,
Wars?
remember with John Candy and that? They were
I
playing
didn't watch it.
Oh my god,
Is that funny?
it's one of the best. Mel Brooks is a comedy legend, bro. And John Candy was in it.
Okay.
Oh, dude, he paid out the Chewbacca character.
I love
he was
John
he was called Bath, and he was like a dog.
Can you do a Chewbacca call?
You gotta go. George is good at him. My brother George is real good at him. Like that, you gotta go. George is real good at him.
Max is doing that now, Kerry.
Oh, is he?
Do you think Brizzy's minimal expectations
What?
is the GF?
Yes.
Do you think Brisbane's minimal expectations is the
Mate,
grand
they
final?
got Dunkley in the midfield. They picked him up, and I think they got a few other players.
Is that their minimal expectations to
If
make?
they don't make the grand final,
It's failure.
big failure. So, and we're playing. You know what, man? Port Adelaide.
Don't at me says they'll miss out again.
Port Adelaide, right? Their first 5 weeks are the toughest in the whole AFL.
It'll just be like last year.
So we're playing Brisbane first
It'll
up.
just be zip and 5.
Alright.
Last week.
Don't tell me that.
Why not?
Because it happened to me. It's gonna happen to me again.
It's happened a few times to you.
No, it hasn't.
You know, remember the time when they went 5 and zip and then they lost the next 5 games? And they were 5 and 5?
Yeah.
And then I think they still made finals, but it was like so up and down.
It's only 2 years.
Yeah, that was weird.
No, last year we went 5 and zip.
No, but last year they lost. I remember the year when they won 5 and then they lost 5.
Yeah, that was the year. Yeah, year before maybe.
It was so weird.
We got.
They'll miss out again. You know what, Dan? I don't know if they will. Brisbane might make the GF.
You said that last year.
Well, they've been around about the mark. If they've got all these ins as well, and if Neil doesn't get injured,
I was surprised they made the.
let's say Danaher doesn't get injured, Neil doesn't get injured, they'll go pretty far.
They got Dunkley.
Dunkley, like you got if
I don't know if Dunkley makes a difference because
always
he's an in and out. He's an in and under player like
Neil.
Neil. So they've got too many of those.
But that's what he wants. Maybe that's where the game's going.
I think didn't they lose Berry? They lost Berry to the Gold Coast.
You know what I'm going to tell you? I never even heard of him, so he can't be that good.
Yeah. Well, we got Brisbane, Swans, Crows.
Where Brisbane away
No, sorry. We got Brisbane here,
here,
Collingwood at MCG, the Crows, like the showdown,
so guaranteed win
right? Then we got Sydney Swans,
away.
yes, SCG. Then we got Bulldogs here. That's our first 5 weeks. We could be 0 and 5 again, man.
I don't reckon you will. I reckon you'll be 3 and 2.
You reckon?
Heard it here first.
Heard it here first, guys.
I reckon they'll be 3 and 2.
3 and 2, you reckon?
Yeah.
I fucking hope so. I'll be happy with 3 and 2.
I reckon. No, sorry, I mean 2 and 3. I reckon.
We'll win 2 out of those 3.
Yeah, I reckon.
Or 5, sorry?
I reckon they'll beat Crows
Oh, they'll beat Crows.
and Bulldogs.
So we'll beat Brisbane?
Is the Bulldogs here?
Yeah.
I don't. Nah, they're not good against Brisbane. Port.
No, they're not.
It's like they're. Even when they struggle against Brisbane, don't they?
We could beat Collingwood if they're not.
Yeah, but
'cause-
I reckon they'll beat Bulldogs here and Crows. Then again, it's a derby. It's always an up and down game, but
So, if we're like 1 and 4,
that'd be bad.
it's not good for. It's
At
not.
least if they can win 2 of that, because it's a hard run, they'll be.
It's not good for fucking Hinkley. That's
No.
for sure.
No way. No way, KP reckons 1 and 4. Damn thing. I reckon.
Well, for us,
I reckon they'll beat
I
Bulldogs.
hope not.
They usually get up against Bulldogs, even here.
They
Like,
do.
and away, they're good against them. I think. Crows is not good against anyone except we win against Port in the last kick. I don't even remember us winning.
You know what? The showdown's always 50-50,
Well,
man.
it's a derby. Derbies
is.
are like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first ever showdown Port beat us in '97?
Do you say derby or derby?
Derby.
In Western Australia, they say derby.
Well, I say derby. No, it's not derby because there's a soccer team in Derby, Derby County, and it's called Derby, and that's a place. So how can you pronounce it?
No.
differently?
But when there's two rival teams,
Derby's American.
It's Derby.
That's American.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You pronounce it's D-E.
It's
not
It's
D-E.
DE.
Well, that's like saying that means that you have to say Bournemouth when it's Bournemouth.
Guys, is it Derby or Derby?
It's pronounced Bournemouth, not Bournemouth, isn't it?
Well, in WA, when Freo play
They call
Western,
it the Derby.
the Derby, yeah.
Yeah. That's an American word.
What does the chat call it?
Yeah, I call it's Derby, bro. Yeah, see, Dam says I say Derby, like D-A-H.
I reckon it's an Adelaide. I reckon it's an Adelaide thing.
It's not, bro. It's
you
it's
sure?
because the English word is Derby. That's
I
why.
wonder what they say in Melbourne. I mean,
Like
we
I
say,
said before, what did I say to you before? Tottenham and Arsenal is what? Is the North London Derby. They don't go, it's the North London Derby. They never say that. It's the North London Derby.
yeah, I guess so. I say Derby,
Yeah.
but I thought that was incorrect.
I think it's just the American way is Derby. You know how they...
Yeah. What's GT20?
Just because a word is spelt, it doesn't mean that's how it's pronounced.
The Kentucky Derby. The
Yeah, but
Kentucky
that's
Derby.
American. That's what I'm saying.
That's American.
American. The American
Because
way.
in WA they say Derby, yeah.
Yeah.
In WA. So, but it's the local derby. That sounds local derby. Derby.
It's like in America, they got the Tallahassee River, right?
Yeah.
And how's it spelled? It's like spelled THCH. It's like it looks like it says Tallahassee, but they call it the Tallahassee. Like it's just that's how the Americans are crazy. You can be happy because the Power are winning the Derby. He's saying it that way. Non-existent. But the Crows are winning the Derby. There you go.
He's not even is he a Crow supporter, this bloke?
No, because that's, like I'm saying, that is a place in England and it's called Derby County. And that's how they say it.
Yeah, but who cares?
And that's the English language.
That's a place, though. I'm saying two teams
I
against
know,
each
but
other.
I think that's just, and that's how it's spelled though. Derby.
With the AR.
Derby.
So you still
It's
call
spelled the same way.
So Derby, but they call it
They
Derby.
call it Derby County. Because that's how we pronounce it. The only place where is Western Australia.
But it says Derby, though.
I know, but that's just the American pronunciation.
But that's the right pronunciation, isn't it? If you look at the word.
Well, how many English words are pronounced how they're spelled? Not all of them. It's like they're silent. Like I said to you, H, the letter H. We've spoke about this.
Yeah, but I've never seen an E turn into an A. You know what I mean?
It's just how it goes. It's just how it is.
Look, I like it rolls off the tongue better for sure. Like the local derby.
Derby is a conspiracy, Chris.
Maybe that's the conspiracy.
Fortuner says it's the showdown. See, I hate that.
Why do you hate that?
I don't like the showdown.
Why? It's very unique.
Because they made it for fucking Balfours. It's the Balfours
Yeah, but
showdown.
like when you say showdown, you know what you're talking about.
Derby.
When you say derby, you know you're talking about the WA.
Derby. That's why it's a derby. It's a derby. That's what I call it.
You gonna call it showdown? I'm pretty sure I've heard you say showdown once.
Only because so people know what I'm
Talking
because
about.
that's what
Yeah,
they
well, that's
do.
the thing. Like, it's called on me.
I'm a soccer fan, so I use their terms. It's a derby to me. That's just
The showdown.
like I said. We said Tottenham, Arsenal is the North London derby. That's how but they spell it.
You know what they call? You know they call it in Queensland.
Derby is a conspiracy like losing Klopp's management.
You know what they
I
call
think
it?
you meant Klopp.
You know what they call it? The derby in Queensland.
What?
Battle of the Bridge. No, not Queensland. New South Wales.
The Battle of the Bridge.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, but is there a bridge there for something?
Yeah, they got the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Oh, Battle of the Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, in rugby, you mean?
No. When
Oh, Sydney
GWA
and Pelicans. The Battle of the Bridge. What? Do you get to own the bridge if you win the game?
Apparently they put their signs on the bridge.
The Man United Liverpool is called the Northwest Derby because they're from the northwest of England.
But it's DER.
Yep, but it's pronounced Derby.
Yeah.
But spelt
But in WA they say Derby.
Derby. There and America, the only places that say Derby.
Okay.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic.
It is. Dude, there's a shop in America. It's called Models. I went there for shoes.
Yeah.
But it says models.
Oh, okay.
But they call it Models. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just different ways that Americans, English.
It's weird. Like, wouldn't they just put an A there instead of an E? Would make sense.
It's just probably back in the day when that place in England, Derby, it was just probably the accent. An
Is that
English
what's called
accent.
A with an
No,
A?
DERBY. But it's pronounced. But I'm saying back in the day when that was ever made, the English accent was probably just calling it Derby because of the accent, because of how their accent is.
Yeah, that's probably what it
Oh,
is.
Derby instead of Derby.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just went. Yeah, because in the Midlands, yeah. So the accent probably just rolled off as Derby, and that just stuck with it.
I remember when I was in Perth, there was a place. There was a place called Midland.
Yeah,
It was called that was a suburb called Midland.
yeah,
And when I went there, I'm going to Midland.
yeah. Midland.
All right, and then
Not
what? Where are you
Midlands.
going?
The
No, I'm going
Midlands.
to Midland. They're like, what the fuck is
You
that?
mean the Midlands?
No, it's Midland. But
Midland.
no, but it says Midland.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They go Midland.
That's what I said, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They've
Yeah.
got a place there, Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
BOURNEMEOUT. and they say it spells Bournemouth, but they pronounce it Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
That's what you're saying, Midlands, not Midlands.
Well, when I first went there, I
I
was
know.
saying Midland.
That's what I'm saying. But that, like Bournemouth, it's pronounced Bournemouth,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it spells
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Once you know the lingo, you get to know what it's called.
Reeves says Worcestershire
Worcestershire, George.
because it doesn't spell Worcestershire, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's Worcestershire. Call the police. I'm calling it Derby. W clash, Q clash. GT23 says.
Which one?
He says, call the police. I'm calling it Derby. Then he says W clash and Q clash. That's Queensland is the Q clash, isn't it?
Oh, it's Q. Yeah, Q clash. Yeah.
Remember
reckon Showdown
Americans. Genwell says, remember Americans don't get anything wrong. And then GT is just laughing at you, man. He says, haha, Chris.
Oh, about the.
So no one else has think they've seen a UFO. I can't believe no one said anything.
Everyone is just not liking the UFO talk tonight.
The Victorians call Theberton Thebarton. Fortuny says, yeah, they say Melbourne as well.
Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne. Well, it's like we say Melbourne, right?
Melbourne. Yeah.
We say Melbourne, like bun, Melbourne. But how's Melbourne pronounced? When English see Melbourne, yeah, they go Melbourne.
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 Yeah, because
Because that's what it's spelt like.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced Melbourne.
Melbourne.
B-U-H-N. It's pronounced Melbourne.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
B-U-N.
Yeah.
It's not pronounced Melbourne.
See, I understand why people have so much difficulty
with the English
with
language.
the English language. Yeah. So,
That's right.
But,
Oh, and also KP, well done to Michael Carrick on his managerial career so far. Hopefully we'll see him next season in the Premier. He's doing well, man. He is doing well.
also, I want to know what Dam thinks of the Volkanovski fight.
I'll just bring him up here.
What do you think, Dam?
Listen, maybe that was the conspiracy he forgot.
Maybe.
He doesn't
Or maybe he
remember.
thinks Jake Paul's going to win.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't put it past him. So
Imagine
I'm just shocked, even Fortuny, no one's seen a UFO. What's going on?
everyone else around the world's seen one, except for us.
Except for the Australians. Australians are the only one that
they're probably everywhere, but no one gives a shit.
no one cares. That's what I said. Everyone's like, yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. Remember Jimmy T? Jimmy be like,
She was like, "Oh my god, you're fine, man. It's like communicating with a so long."
who was it last time that when you imitated Jimmy? I think it was Dan cracked up when you did the Jimmy T imitation. Every time he does that, man.
Crow's top 8. That's a big call.
Oh,
That's
man.
a huge call.
That I have to bring this up because of you doing Jimmy T. Fucking hell, man. Who says John's living in fairyland, bro? Crow's top 8. Listen, I'm telling you now, don't follow John's bets if he's saying Crow's top 8.
Yeah, don't follow John's bet. Actually, if you followed him last year when we were doing the tips, it was terrible.
Yeah, don't follow his tips.
He was terrible. Terrible.
He reckons he's going to do better this year. I've seen a UFO at Lullapus 30 years ago, cuz. Stan HFC9. All
Stan.
right, so we've got a new guy in the chat.
Oh,
Stan?
that's my cousin from.
Oh, is that Stan?
That's my cousin from.
I thought he was just calling me cuz, like, hey, cuz, but it's your cuz.
It's my cousin
Cousin, that's
from
right,
Queensland.
Is that Giuseppe? Is that Giuseppe's mate?
He's a massive.
Is that Giuseppe's mate?
Yeah, Giuseppe's mate.
All right, so Stan says, I've seen a UFO at Lullapus 30 years ago.
What's Lullapus?
Tell us what you mean, Stan. We want description, thank you. I saw a UFO once. I was around Kurt Zuma. Turns out it was his car. That's just, again, was being funny. I've changed my opinion on the fight 4 times. First, I thought Volk won. Then Islam. Then Volk. Now I'm sure Islam won. No way. Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan. You're wrong.
Now, Khan, the effing
Okay.
Hawks, Genwell says. And Cryptopolis says hey to her cousin. Hey,
No,
Stan.
but if you watched Islam's face, it was pretty banged up.
There's no way Islam won. I'm agreeing with I'm with my brother, actually. I think they rigged it for a Vegas rematch.
Yeah, but you said that Islam doesn't want to have any rematch.
He's saying that now. No, he goes, I never promised Volkanovski. For him to say that, he knows it's rigged.
Yeah.
He goes, I never promised him a rematch. It's like, oh, mate, you're running scared. If you're saying that, because if you're confident that you beat him, you'll be like, yeah, I'll fight him again
Yeah, exactly.
because I can beat him.
100%.
Muhammad Ali never turned around and went, Oh, I didn't promise you a rematch. He's like, I'll fight him. La Lupus, Stan says.
Oh, La Lupus. Oh, that was a. You know what that was?
What?
That was a Greek nightclub here at St. Paul's. Yeah, St. Paul's.
Oh,
on
yeah, I
Oxford
remember.
Street.
Yeah. That's terrible, man.
Was there one there though?
You can't give Volk the whole fight based on the last round. One round doesn't win the whole fight if it was a pride fight. I don't think he only won one round. I think he won 3 rounds, Volk.
He hit him a lot.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, man, if they went for an extra round, it would have been over. But
Dude, and I agree with Chael Sonnen what he said. He's on home turf as well. That means that it matters, man.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like he won it, bro. Islam?
I wish we had Volk on the show.
No, you know why? Because Islam, you know why? I've never seen the UFC push a fighter. What's their agenda? Why are they pushing Islam so much? Who's he fought, Chris, man? He's not even that good. It's not like he's Khabib,
Nah.
but they're pushing him like he's the best lightweight we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Who is he, bro? Look at it, right? If you put it into context, right?
Yeah.
What's Volk is a featherweight, right? By
Yeah, featherweight.
featherweight
But he went up
champion.
to
So he went up and he needed a decision to beat a featherweight. So he can't be that fucking good.
No.
Exactly. But they're pushing him like he's the best thing we've ever seen. The UFC are pushing Islam on everyone like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But he needed a decision to beat a featherweight that even Joe Rogan, Chael Sonnen, everyone is saying Volk won. So he can't be that good. That's like saying if Usyk, right, he went up now and he's fighting Fury, Tyson Fury. If Fury needs a decision to beat Usyk, fuck me. He should be knocking him out because he's come up from cruiserweight.
Yeah. But you know what? Volkanovski did say that I did a few things wrong. I should have
Maybe
finished him
did.
earlier.
Maybe
That's what he
he
done.
did, but still, for a lightweight to need decision to beat someone that is apparently meant to be so much bigger than,
Yeah.
it means you're not that good.
Yeah.
Islam is no Khabib. Islam won the first. I don't even think he won the second. He said first, second, and fourth.
Yeah.
Don't at me, reckons.
Well,
See, I reckon Volk won the second.
we had the fight specialists say that Volk won as well.
Adrian reckons Volk won, yeah.
So
Adrian
a lot
reckons
of
Volk
people
won.
say that Volk won.
Well,
but-
Rogan wrote. This is what I said. Whether you like Joe Rogan or not, he was saying that Volkanovski was going to get killed. So
Yeah.
he was full behind Islam.
Yeah.
So for him to come out and say Volk won is huge.
Massive.
That means Volk won. I'm telling you. That means he won.
It was surprised.
Yeah. Because he was so adamant Islam was going to kill him. And then the UFC have come out now for the pound for pound best fighter in the world. And what they do?
Volk's
they kept
top.
Volk top.
They did.
Because he lost and kept top spot. Because he went up a weight and the guy barely beat him. Questionable judging. That means, and now for him to say, oh, I didn't promise him a rematch, that means you're running scared. If he doesn't do a rematch now, everyone will call him a coward. And I bet rematch he gets knocked out.
Yeah, he'll go for him.
Volk will kill
Volk
him, I
will go
reckon.
for him. Yeah. 100%.
Big stuff, KP. Apparently the share price has dropped, so I need to dip into that United share prices. There you go. Yeah, it's because of all the buyout talk. I read your comments, man. The only swing around was the second round, and Islam won it because he outstruck Volk, if you watch it. Now, his strikes were nothing for me, Islam's. They did nothing.
Did you see his face? Did you see
I watched the
Islam's
thing where
face?
George Foreman was talking about that. George Foreman was saying, he was saying, judges give you a point, if you throw a punch and it touches, they shouldn't give points for that. Give a point for a strike if it hits. Don't give points for, that does nothing, just because it touches them,
Yeah.
because it did nothing. And this is from one of the best heavyweights of all time.
Yeah.
Give a point if it hits you,
Hits
man.
you
Not
properly.
if it does something, not a little
Yeah,
touch to your face.
100%.
Now, listen, damn, this is why I love sport, because you have opinions.
Yeah, 100%.
And even like you're saying, if you watch it over and over, you see Islam won. Trust me, in my opinion, he didn't win. And I will not falter from that, because his takedowns were nothing. I don't agree he should have got points for 2 of them, maybe, not the 4 that they're giving him. Like that, Volkanovski was laughing at him. So how is that takedown giving points for that? If you've got a takedown and not doing anything with it, why should you get points for it?
Yeah.
They've said that before. You can take someone down, but then if you're not doing anything with it,
No.
and if you haven't choked him out or something, why do you get points for that? You've done nothing.
You got a valid point.
But it's true that if you've done nothing with the takedown, okay, you've done the takedown, yeah, okay, fair enough. But then if nothing eventuated from it, obviously it didn't because he didn't choke him out
Yeah.
or tap him, why should you get points for that?
100%.
That's just my
No,
my
I
opinion.
agree, man. I think I agree, but
You know, like,
Dam's a bit adamant there, but anyway.
listen, damn is Ron Simmons, so he's wild.
All right.
I'll just bring it up. Ron Simmons would smash Islam anyway. If Ron Simmons punched you, I reckon it'd be like George Foreman.
Just like take you out.
Dude, he was
He's a
huge.
big bloke. Big bloke.
They reckon he's one of the strongest ever.
Yeah.
They reckon he's up there with like Goldberg, Cena.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
His strength was just immense.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, well.
No one else seen a UFO, I'm upset.
I'm upset too. But you know what? It's been a good
It has
podcast.
been. But so you're adamant they faked it?
100%.
100%.
All right. Maybe 9%.
No, 100%.
100%.
I'm 100%.
No, I don't, as I said before, I just don't trust
Governments are not trustworthy.
and media.
Yeah.
It's their
Remember,
agenda.
remember what I say? What did
There's always something behind
What?
all this.
listen, I believe it's been
Yeah.
turned into a short of me saying it. Obi-Wan does tell Anakin, never trust a
That's right.
politician, Anakin. He trusted a politician, the whole galaxy went to
If you
shit.
want the real news, guys, just watch HFD
100%.
podcast. We give you the straight
Straight
facts.
fact.
No beating around the bush.
We don't beat around the bush. It's we say what we think.
We say what we think, and that's what we reckon.
Listen, and that's what I said just then today. We give our opinions, whether people like it or not.
It's up to them.
But that's the whole point of a podcast. It's your opinion, and
That's right.
I've always said this. I don't think my opinion's right. It's just an opinion. It's
Yeah.
everyone's entitled to their own opinion,
100%.
and I believe for it to be happening in America again, for Biden to be talking about it, they've definitely set it up.
100%.
No president comes out and just starts talking about UFOs without there being an agenda. And like I said,
100%.
and I said this before, the fact that there's been an earthquake that killed 50,000 people and they're talking about UFOs, fuck me. Seriously. There's nothing else.
Well, as we said, that could be man-made too. So we don't know.
Listen.
We don't know.
I can't remember who was it that asked that before.
It's one of the new guys.
Melaku, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You never
Michael?
know. I mean, I'm not saying it is, but you just never know.
You know.
Wouldn't put it
Dan
past.
says, I love your opinions. What a nice guy.
Dam's nice.
Dam's
He's a
wild.
nice guy.
He is
Apart
wild.
from the crow thing, he's alright.
He didn't give us the fucking conspiracy tonight, but
It's funny, like, he comes on the podcast for a Port Adelaide one.
yeah, no.
But he hates Port Adelaide.
That's how he came. That's how we met him. Was it the showdown though? It might have been the showdown.
Oh, yeah, might have been, actually. Yeah, actually,
Could have
probably
been
was.
the showdown.
Then he fell in love with us because I was crying.
That was a real, because of the last kick, and we were doing it over via Zoom, weren't we, or Skype, whatever it was.
Skype.
But it wasn't even in the studio, and it was like.
Full on.
And then remember we did the next one. We did a port game here, and I was just like talking about sneakers. It was the funniest one.
I was into it.
I think that was
into
Port
it.
Bulldogs,
He was.
and I reckon Port won.
Port won,
See, that's what
yeah.
I was saying. They're good against Bulldogs.
And then, what, 2 weeks later, they got smashed in the prelim
yeah, I reckon.
by Bulldogs.
Yep.
Sad time. But anyway,
At least he's in a.
hey?
At least he's got to a prelim.
Yeah, true. Anyway, guys,
It was a good show.
good show. Make sure you follow us on Discord.
Make sure if you're new,
subscribe.
join the Discord.
If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you keep listening.
Yeah. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Like, share,
All
subscribe.
the fancy, jazzy
If
stuff.
you want to talk to us direct, we're on Discord.
on Discord. It's all the stuff that helps the channel grow. which
That's right,
helps
guys.
us. And
Yeah, check out our merch as well, guys. It's
merch. We'll bring up a couple merch.
you know, some nice t-shirts there, some hats.
Which is listen, it's on the thing here at the top anyway. hfdmerch.myspreadshop.com.au. It's in the link.
It's in the link.
You know,
Follow our social media platforms as well, guys.
We're on these newer.
We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on. Where else are we on? Facebook as well. So we put a lot of our shorts on there. So if you want to support us on those platforms, please
GT23 says we've got to go have a swim now.
Yeah. So you know what's funny about this background? The sun never goes down.
I know.
Maybe it's because of the flat Earth.
It's just sitting.
Maybe
there.
this picture actually proves flat Earth.
Yeah. Listen, guys, you can get a top like this, and you can
A top like
this, and you can stay hunky.
Top like this.
Look at this, and you can just walk around with stay hunky.
Pretty cool.
It is.
I
Cool.
love the hashtag nice guy one.
That's the best.
That's the best one.
Then you just walk around, people be looking at you, be like, "I'm a nice guy."
So yeah,
Dead
check it
ties
out,
tomorrow.
guys.
Yeah, it is. I reckon.
Huh?
Oh, I was just again. We're saying dead ties tomorrow. The game's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, good luck to Port Adelaide this week. I hope they beat West Coast, and
is it over there?
it's over there. And I don't know who the Crows playing
I
down.
hope they draw.
Hope they draw.
I have no idea who they're playing. It's the lamp on GT23 says the sun never goes down, so the lamp is just still on. Isn't it so funny that to all of our our loyal fans, right? How funny of a joke Flat Earth is now, because they even get in on it. It's not just us. Like the people in the chat, everyone gets in on the Flat Earth joke. It's like a running thing with HFD, isn't it? Flat Earth.
Flat Earth is every time.
Oh man.
What? Crows are playing free. Crows are playing Freo.
No, he said West Coast, and are they our two games? Yeah,
No,
but
we're
Port
playing them.
Maybe we're playing Freo.
No, we're playing Freo as well.
And maybe we are playing them, and Port are playing West Coast this week. Maybe we're playing
so
Freo.
the Crows are going to Perth as well.
I've no idea. GT23 is saying Fremantle as well. Okay. There you go.
Anyway, next few weeks, guys, we'll finalise the tips, and
so who's going
also
to come in the tips? Is GT23 going to be in it? Gen will be in it. Dan will be in it. Us four will be in it. Drico will be in it. Reeves. I hope Reeves joins.
Reeves could join.
It'd be the best if Reeves joins.
And he wins it.
Yeah, imagine it, because you know what? Someone like Reeves, that's what will happen. Someone like him would join it and they'll win it.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Because when you got people in it that don't, there's always people that don't know, and that they'll get they'll get 8 out of 8.
It's like when you play if you play poker and let them know that they're doing.
And they just go all in and they win.
Yeah,
oh, that's the worst.
And you can't read what they're gonna do.
Adelaide Freo GT saying, yeah. All right, guys, it's been a real good show. Thanks everyone for popping in tonight. We had quite a few people in. We had some new guys in.
Episode 51 done.
Episode 51 done.
Sorry about.
I know nothing about AFL. Yeah, but you'll win, man. That's why. That's what I mean. But yeah, thanks for everyone that came in. If you're new to the channel, like we said, please like, share, comment, subscribe.
And shout out to my cousin Stan, and thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
and,
thank you to everyone.
Everyone that came in, thanks for coming. Tell your friends about us.
And Reborn, did you link that game into our Discord for us to check out? We will check it out.
Good luck to all your sporting teams on the weekend, guys. And
except Liverpool, Reborn, not your sporting team, man. Sorry, man.
And except the Crows as well.
Oh, sorry, man. No, old Dan says Reeves has to do it. GT reckons he has to join the tips.
He does.
He just says because you're part of the HFD family, the HFD community, which we call the HFD fam.
Yeah.
So you have to.
Yeah.
If you're one of the HFD fans,
I'll try to put it online so we can all do it online.
Yeah.
So
Reeves is a HFD fam.
He is.
So he has to.
Yeah.
And you know what? I bet you he doesn't come last. I bet you he won't.
Nah, probably not.
He won't.
John will definitely come last.
Or me.
But anyway, guys, as the t-shirt says, stay hunky.
Stay hunky.
We'll see you next time,
We'll
next
see you
week.
on the next one.
Take care, guys.
Reeves said just plain rude because I said Liverpool. Listen, Reeves, because I love you. I'm sorry, but you do support Liverpool. So, but thanks, guys. See you on the next one. It was great to see everyone.
Take care, guys.
Take it easy. Stay hunky.
Stay hunky.